Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream of Girls Gets Glory. We heard you could hear our mics, so hope we said some interesting things. But anyway, let's all go around and introduce ourselves and our characters once again.
My name's Greczyn, and I play Rowan of Glen Hollyhock, a forest-known druid.
Hi. Oh, what was that? Hi, I'm Kim Hidalgo, and I play Fauna Underbough, and I'm a halfling cleric.
I'm Kelly, I'm your dungeon master.
Hi, I'm Erika Fermina, and I play Lala Lemonboots, your pixie ranger.
Hi, I'm Sujata today, and I play Ichabod Ferndweller. I'm a mountain dwarf.
I'm Allie, Gonino, and I play Lilith Lucena, a tiefling bard.
Okay, great. So, do you guys have any announcements or anything else? Or we?
Oh yeah, we're doing another giveaway of Idle Champion codes, and also we're giving away this cool
Geeks Guild D20 heart pin in the new color that Anna just released.
And we'll be doing those giveaways at break and at the end of the show. So I think, is the channel open for, the raffle's open, so !raffle, and we'll be picking a winner at break. So you can start !raffling in the chat to enter.
We also got these awesome mats by Mars, which you guys should check out. He dropped them off, and we might use them today depending on what they get themselves into, but thank you, Mario. Thank you, everybody, for that wonderful team of folk that make these awesome maps. Check them out if you guys are not artistically inclined like I and need something, a great template to work with. So, that's what we're going to pick up. So, let's begin. You guys, just for a quick recap, they had been transported via this strange circle from a betrayal of a woman named Valindra Shadowmantle, with a couple of them have a weird feeling that she may be otherworldly or an undead, and had been sent into this strange land called Thay, a forest, petrified forest called the Gnathwood within Thay. You guys traversed the petrified forest, had met two people along the way who seemed to be of good spirits and not undead, which was a welcome journey. And you guys had stumbled upon a shrine that appeared defaced and were warned by a strange, kind of deformed creature to not enter. His name was Barris, and you guys eventually at least were able to see eye to eye, and with the key word spoken, Valindra, you guys realized that you might have mutual interests. And with that, he sent you guys with the promise of your revenge into the city of Byzanter. Not realizing that the exit for his underground tunnel that he had dug and clawed up with his massive gnarled hands and talons through this whole underground terrain let out in what appeared to be a, for simple words, frat house that was kind of full of strange beings that were performing dark rituals and drinking blood kegs. This frat called Necro Omicron, you guys ended up partaking in this indulgence, realizing that one of these people who you guys met right away was apparently a cousin of Lilith, which she wasn't too happy about. But Todd took you guys on this journey, having you use the template of the party as a ruse to eventually get some information on how to release yourselves from the binds of the Hexacon, this school dedicated to people called the Hexblades. After mixing around some of these potions and using some skills to, unfortunately, Ichabod had been a victim to one of the blue potions, but then you guys realized that you could reuse them maybe for your advantage, and had created a distraction to enter one of the pillars of the hexagon and go and seek out this Saxon, this old man Sax that Todd was bound to. Upon entering his library or study, you guys quickly went into battle and successfully disposed of him enough that his body is still around, and that little Miss Farron, Fauna, not Farron. That's mean. Don't call Farron because it's her brother, her dead brother. So sad. Fauna had resurrected this being that you guys just had slayed, and you guys are very quickly recovering. Moira sent on her way to go and fetch Dranisha and Rowan. So if you would like to begin with a Song of Rest as you guys are healing.
Oh no, I didn't tune. It's okay.
As she's doing that, I'm going to make sure that my zombie's all good and put together all the way.
Okay. You kind of look over him, kind of dancing to the music while you're looking over the dead carcass of your zombie friend. He seems to be in good shape. Though sliced down the middle, reformed from your resurrection spell to create this animated body. You can still see the cleave. You can still see that his body, if the spell doesn't continue, will fall back in half. But for now, he's pieced back together with a very thin seam around his whole body.
Old man Sax, I think I gotta renamed you Bubbles.
Todd is in the room still, and he's kind of like staring at you. He kind of looks to you guys and goes, "Well, I guess our time's over then, ladies. I'm sorry, but thanks for helping me with my debt and stuff. Really appreciate it."
It's been real, Todd. It's been real.
Dude, for real. And you guys do like a bro. Oh yeah, you still have your drink. Yeah, dude.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, man, you get me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was really fun. Good times. I enjoyed killing that little boy.
Dude, you're welcome back anytime. Oh, you did, dude? You know what, honestly?
But I did. I got to admit it. I got to confess it right now. I like killing that little boy.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me that experience.
Yeah, dude, it's cool. I mean, I do it all the time. I'm just glad that your friends are, they'll get it eventually, He wanted to die, like it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
yeah,
Todd-
he did thank him.
Is there anything we get in exchange for helping him?
Well, I think I told you that you could raid around the room, which you guys got some pretty cool stuff from what I've seen. I'm no longer indebted to this person, so now I have my freedom, even though now I kind of also have to figure out if I can cover up the tracks that we just made. So, just use my smart noggin, and I'm gonna get out of this whole situation. I'll just come up with a real big ruse, Thanks, guys. You're sweet. You're always welcome to come back here and party, Doors
We're
open.
gonna use my Bubbles, Mr. Old Man Sax. We're gonna use him, and he's gonna pretend to be like himself and walk us out of this place.
Sounds like a plan.
Are you tuned?
Yeah.
Do you want to play a song for us?
Sorry, Todd, that's what Todd would do.
That's how Todd did.
So he was like getting down and dirty while you guys are all just watching him do his frat dance. He kind of like leaves. He's like, all right, hex up, you guys. You're sweet, you're awesome. Lilith, I'll tell the family to like stop scrying if you want, but always know doors open. We miss you at Skull Kick. Like, just know that we're around. Okay?
All right.
All right.
We need some
Grow those
healing,
horns.
right?
How much did we get?
Oh, do I roll?
Yeah.
It's
I don't remember. I think it's 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, but I could be wrong for Song of Rest depending on your level.
I'll look up.
How much do we need some healing? Are people down? Hit points?
We'll
Song of Rest
find
is
out how
class.
much I get back.
Because I could do a
Just
spell.
so you know. Song of Rest is on your class list, not on your spell list. Yeah, as
I
a bard.
also received a healing potion if anybody needs it.
2d8.
It should be on your class list, I think.
So that's 13.
Rest up 13. Solid.
So we all get 13 back.
Oh, and then it's her modifiers.
Which one? Plus your
Spellcasting modifier?
spellcasting ability modifier. I gotta double check that. It might only be 1d8, but I think at your level it is. I'm actually gonna look this up because it's a good thing to know.
I'm alright with it being 2d8.
Let's just double check. says
Do you want me to
that's
look?
my little one over here.
I don't think it's
Song
plus.
of Rest.
I mean, you can.
It's not that high until you get into 9th level. So that was on me. It's only 1d6.
1d6.
Yeah.
1. 1 point of healing.
Is it plus her spellcasting?
It doesn't look like it is, no. I thought it was plus spellcasting ability modifier.
Yes,
I
it's a beautiful song.
Yeah. And don't forget, you guys can also use your hit points, though. That's just additional on top of her Song of Rest. You guys can roll your hit dice if you wish
while
to do
she's
so.
playing?
Yep.
I'm gonna do one too if I hit dice.
Yep. So you guys can heal up on your own just by using your own hit dice if you wish. Let's see, 2. Yeah. Alrighty.
Which dice is it?
D10.
Oh, I got it.
Here, you can use one.
And I could do a healing spell if you need more. Let me know.
I don't need any. Do I still have to do it?
Are you
No,
full?
you don't have to.
I don't have to. I'm healthy and strong.
So, as you guys are healing up, enjoying the Song of Rest, you hear a shuffle from the door, and you hear like the handle kind of it's almost still hot to the touch. So you hear like a little voice like trying to touch it from that wall of fire that had occurred, like and you can tell right away it's a buddy of yours.
Is that Rowan?
Rowan,
We're in here.
are you in there, guys? Get in here.
It's too hot.
Maybe.
Is the ring of fire still going?
No, it created enough fire against the wall that it had heated the wall and
I
created
could have
heat.
just opened the door because I'm a dragonborn.
Okay. It's warm to the touch as you touch it, and it is hot, but you're able to kind of push it open quickly. And as you do,
I'm not a
push
dragonborn.
I'm like, wait a minute. I have resistance to fire damage.
I was just playing my other
So
character
you can do
earlier.
that. It's fine. You're playing Gava. It's fine. You, however, you do have resistance. And it's just hot. It's like it won't hurt you, but you just can kick it open or something. But your foot, the sole of your foot gets kind of warm as it does so. But
like a
Love
yep,
it.
as it flies open, you have to kind of dodge out of the way as the door flings open. You see your friend's there.
Hello. I missed you.
I missed you too.
I missed you so much.
Oh my gosh.
We had an adventure.
I scurry up and give him a little hug.
You would have loved the party that we attended.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't usually love parties.
We got lots of potions. We got happy yellow potions. Yeah.
Those are
I
nice.
do like potions.
Don't tell her what the other potion did.
What did the other potion do?
Well, I killed a little boy.
Kid.
You done killed a little boy.
It was rad, yo. Hey, what's up? I don't think I met you. I'm Todd.
Pause off.
Okay. Sorry.
I thought
Sorry,
Todd
Gus.
left.
He still was in the room because the door was closed. So
I'd like to do
he's
an
hovering around. I
insight
think.
check on Todd.
Okay. If you did leave. Oops.
18.
18.
What are your intentions?
He seems very simple. Like looks intense, like hardcore tiefling. Kind of looks a little bit like your buddy over here. But like just
Todd's not bad news. We've been hanging out with him. He's
cousin.
all right. Yeah.
Well, dude, I should probably go though. Like
Yeah,
either
yeah,
way,
get outta
unfortunately, I am bound by a lot of rules. And now that your friend is here, I can go let those other 2 friends or whatever you have. I'll let them know where you guys go. Essentially, I can like lead them out now, and like I'll figure it out.
The dragonborn and the paladin.
That one, yeah, those 2. I'll let them know where you guys are going.
Okay, thank you.
Sweet. Bye. And he just leaves. He
Later,
walks out.
Todd.
Yeah, he just heads out.
So what I miss?
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot.
I know.
But we gotta get out of here. But this is Mr. Old Man Sax Bubbles, and he's gonna pretend. Well, he was bad. We killed him. He's alive. Well, he's not alive, but I animated him, and now he's gonna lead us out of here.
Did you finally get a minion?
I know I've been trying.
You've been trying so hard.
And now I have one. It's something I learned recently, and I really been dying to try it.
Congratulations, Fauna.
Thank you. So should we try and get out of here?
Let's get out of here.
Can someone carry me? I still don't have my wings.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, do you want me to heal you all the way?
Yeah. I got a healing potion too.
I mean, they won't grow back until I take a long rest.
Oh, they
Since
won't?
when do you have a healing potion?
But I got a healing potion
He
from when
found
I
it.
loot in the room.
In the room, this room.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Oh, so I found this letter, and it's from V.S.
Validra.
It's from Belindra.
And
So
what
it
does
says,
the witch bitch lich have to say?
Please keep this information safe, Saxon. Here are the details you seek. You must travel across the fallen stars. Left is the answer, and keep going left. After the painful light, you go north, and keep going north. Come to the forest where a ring of albino oaks will greet you. Then you will be at the house. Oh, you will be at the.
Where are you? Then you will be at the home.
The home that is no more. Enter the pillar by doing its bidding. Remember to always look for the ruby red. Your eternal
Red.
friend. Friend?
I'll take it she's not a very good speller.
She's got some very lovely,
It looks like
but
she has very intricate handwriting.
penmanship.
Well, I can't read, so I can't read it at all.
But we've got you doing your short vowels now, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Thanks, Rowan.
Coming along.
Yeah.
All right,
It's the ittle bitty steps at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can someone carry me out of here?
Yeah. Get on my back.
All right.
So you use your animated friend to, though he looks a little rough, you kind of try to cover up the spots that he had been sliced down the middle.
Like a cloak on him.
Okay, great. All right, so you put the cloak on. You kind of trying to keep him and maybe like shove some books into his hands that kind of fall out to make him look more studious.
You're gonna have to stand up straighter. Listen to me. You have to do what I say. Stand up straighter. Okay, that's the best he can do.
That's what we've got.
I think it works.
As you guys do so, you begin to walk kind of behind him in a row, like keeping your heads low, down the circled hexagon-shaped staircase that kind of winds around. You guys continue all the way down the hex, and then you hit the bottom floor once more and walk back onto the main quad, where you see several of the men dressed like him, talking and yelling at students. You see many bodies still in the process of being resurrected, but like the initial storm has calmed down, and now this is like the repercussions of being yelled at. You see them scolding. You see like maybe the equivalent of what it would be campus police here, like walking through and breaking up the festivities.
Okay, let's move quickly.
Let's go.
All right, make a stealth check because you guys are running through the quad and trying to lay low.
I gotta get these all the right.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
11.
Stealth.
10.
Dirty 20.
11, 10, and what was yours? 15. 15, okay. So, thankfully, because of the dark of night, as well as the assistance of putting this cloak over this person, somebody who was looking like him easily could stop him and ask him more questions, but you guys are able to lay low and walk through the main hexagonal quad onto what appears to be the main doors that open up into some sort of secondary, maybe fortress. And as you do so, the doors do swing open slowly. As he approaches, he stands there for a moment.
Great minion.
And you can see that there's some sort of cue or word as he kind of like looks up. And then like you hear shouting, and then you see the doors slowly billow out.
I think it's working.
As he's kind of he's continuing just
Where do we go now? Are we trying to follow?
Well,
Should
let's
we
follow
do?
the letter.
But do you think we might find Valindra?
Gosh, I hope so.
We need to look for the fallen stars. I'd like to roll
Well, where
perception.
the map is leading
Roll a
us
history
is where,
check.
is
A
where-
history check.
Who has the map?
Oh, I have a map.
he had found one on his desk.
I have-
The city of Byzanter. And for your history
I
check?
have a 9.
9, you're not too familiar with what that might be.
I can roll history too.
Yeah, you can think about this.
Oh no, nope, not happening. No.
Too certain. However, as you guys are looking at the map, if nobody currently has it, there it is. You guys had seen the Alember Sea. You're familiar with it. It's a sea that you actually had traversed when you were originally trying to find this enchanted,
that?
petrified forest. as you were going through the Allen Sea, you also remember that it's called a part of a larger network of seas called the Sea of Fallen Stars.
Well, let's head to the sea.
Well, it says keep going left.
Keep going left and then you go left some more.
Left and north. Left, left.
I have travel across the fallen stars and then left.
I don't know, I wasn't listening very well.
We have the letter.
Left. Keep going left. And then after the painful light, we go north.
What is it about the stars, though, at the beginning?
You must travel across the fallen stars.
I think
We have to go across the water.
I might get sick on the boat.
It's okay.
That's okay. We all get sick sometimes.
Take one for the team.
We'll take care of you.
I'd like to see if there's a boat for hire.
Okay, so as you guys are walking out of the main area of this hexagon of hex blades, you guys are finally leaving behind the chaos of the strange school, the strange college that exists here. So you guys are walking into the main area here. There's some bustling energy in the city. You can hear trades being made. You can hear people selling goods. You can tell that the city, actually, as much as it's the section that you have walked in, appears to be a little bit more of a industrial area. A lot of buildings and things being stocked and taken care of. You guys can tell that there's you guys can tell that there's quite a few buildings. Sorry, you guys just told Scoot to our left, so I was distracted when I read things.
To my left.
So I guess she's walking out. She almost walked in the wall. He scooted to the left, so she doesn't. So as you guys are walking into this main area, there's several different places that are bustling. You catch temples, many temples of all different sorts to different folk. Seeing the current map, you guys realize as you're walking through the city, avoiding being seen, you catch that you walk past an area that looks like one of the temples that's listed on your map, which is the Temple of Kazuth. You see before you this temple shaped like a basin, like a cistern that burned, but somehow has an entrance, and you could walk inside of it, and there's a flame burning on the top of it. Very present, visually interesting temple that has this like burning flame that gives it a triangular looking shape. As you guys are passing through the district that appears to be both industrial and a lot of temples, you guys finally smell the sea as you're walking in this direction from the map, kind of turning it around, and you hit a harbor. You realize that you're in a main port, and there's several ships there that have been docked, and you can hear the sounds of the rushing water and the waves crashing against your face. Just the smell, that fresh sea smell as you're hitting the docks.
Fresh sea is good for the soul. That's what I always say. Except when you get on a boat and you start vomiting.
And then the dragon turtle takes all your gold.
Does anyone know how to drive a boat?
I can handle it.
As you guys are doing
can figure
this
it out.
and standing on the edge and looking out at the dock, you catch two things, perception checks actually all around to see what you guys catch. So
6.
19.
19,
6.
20. 20.
8.
Okay, so most of you guys are enjoying the sea or enjoying looking at all the boats. The two of you catch something very specific. You hear from where you are some sort of whip that cracks, like a, and then you look to your right and you realize that these boats, most of them seem to be bringing things off the boats, and you catch that on the boats, just chained up with these cuffs all along it, it seems to be rows of people or dwarfs or half-elves that are being carted in. The slave trade is very present here, and you realize that directly to your right seems to be the slave markets, very close.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I think we're near the slave market.
I think we can.
Slave market?
We gotta get out of here, guys.
We got to free all of them.
No.
You also catch that there seems to be every 20 to 30 feet a group of 10 to 15 of these very specific looking guards, soldiers, walking in unison with one man at the helm of the garrison, pushing forward through the steep streets, moving people aside, like everyone's parts and makes way for any of these people that are patrolling. You catch within the armies, there are drow, there are half-orcs, there are undead. It's just every 20 to 30 feet, these people are just walking through.
Is there a boat nearby?
You guys are at the docks overlooking. There's probably hundreds of boats.
Hundreds of boats.
Is there an abandoned boat?
As it's now the dark of night, it's hard to tell if any of these boats would be abandoned. Would you like to make an investigation check?
Sure.
Okay. 16. So as you're walking around, you're looking for any sign that these boats might be emptied out. One might be abandoned, one might not have anyone in it. As you're walking through, you can catch on the edge that there seems to be some boats that are smaller, at least. Though not abandoned, and it appears most of the boats that have docked within the port are likely owned, there are some that look like there's no one in it, though nothing's abandoned.
Do we want you know how to steer a boat or do a boat?
Sure.
Or should we try and pirate a boat with a captain that we can make
Yeah. I
do
say we
things
just
for us?
we just rush a boat and we make whoever's on the boat drive it, because I really don't think Lilith knows how to drive a boat.
As you guys are all talking at the edge of the dock, you hear a voice call at you guys from a distance. You there, stop! And you hear like some feet pattern movement as you guys turn around and realize that one of these garrisons has moved forward to you and your party. The leader puts his hand up and halts everyone back as he approaches you guys. He stands in front, his arms crossed, and he goes, "State your names and your duties here in Byzantium."
Begging your pardon, and who are you?
If you're in the city of Byzantium, you know what we are. We are the city guard.
We're just passing through. My name's Rowan of Glen Hollyhock. These are my friends. We're not looking for trouble. We're actually just looking to hire a boat and get on our way.
Very well. If you're looking for the docks, I can at least lead you to the overmaster who oversees the ports. So,
Thank you.
yes.
Do we trust the guard?
I think we don't have a choice.
He kind of drops back, and you hear him shout some commands as everyone kind of,
What is he shouting in?
it's like a halt, like turn left and then like forward march, and you can hear them like stop and then turn and then start to walk in the direction of where the slave markets are. As he's walking in that direction, he's waiting for you guys. He's standing there as his troops marching.
Is there a boat like right nearby?
It's the the whole edge of the city is like a port city, as you can see from the map. It's like the whole rim of Byzantium on one side and one edge. There's several different areas to bring your ship into the port, but
You
you have to like dash and run down one of the docks and then like jump onto a boat from one of the brought out kind of entry ramps, and then like have to jump on the boat and then see what would
All
happen.
right, I guess we're following him.
Yeah, I don't want to die, you know, so maybe we
Well,
should
I also
follow
don't
him.
want to be a slave.
I don't want to be a slave either.
Oh, we're not being slaves.
But I don't think we could just run, because it seems like they're just gonna get us.
Okay, I guess we'll go with Rowan's deal.
Just for now. Biding time.
As you guys kind of keep behind but follow him, he's starting to shout out orders to his group, and you can hear them marching step by step and step by step, and people from the city just walk aside as you guys are walking behind him.
Meanwhile, we're perceiving for another boat to hop into.
Make a perception check. Yeah.
Maybe we should have listened
13.
to Lilith and just took a boat and then
21.
13, 21. Okay.
What are we rolling?
You guys were looking specifically
14.
for like another boat.
18.
18. Okay.
6.
18, 6. All right. So you guys catch that there seems to be some boats that are not like for this sort of enterprise. There are some that you can see are carrying off food and goods and gold even, but the gold ones that are like very protected. It seems that these are pirates of some sort maybe, and you can see them working in droves, maybe 200 deep off this boat, as you can see them all kind of linking arms and slowly moving ingots into some sort of area of the central market. You guys kind of walk past that. You catch that there's actual legitimate merchandise available here. There's people selling clothing and jewelry and goods. It's a very rich city. There's a lot of trade and merchants here. It's just there's also a lot of slaves, and there's a slave market.
Is there anyone selling telegrams to send a message to Dranisha and Moira?
There's a couple of penman shops that you could probably walk into.
Perhaps we could find a pigeon. Carry a pigeon.
Pigeon. A carrier pigeon.
Tie a little note on its ankle.
Just so they know we haven't tried to leave them.
I can prepare a spell. Once we figure out where we are, I can prepare a spell to let them know.
I have a scroll of sending, but I think Todd may have told them where we're going.
Okay. Across the fallen stars. Okay.
And Moira had read that letter aloud, and I think she
Okay.
also would have drawn.
Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about them right now.
Okay.
We should be worrying about ourselves if we get out alive right now, you know?
Yes, we should try and figure this out.
Well, let's
we-
go with this guard, and he's gonna take us to whatever his boss guy is.
What, can we roll insight on this guy?
Sure, roll an insight check, yeah.
20.
16?
16.
14.
16.
Okay. It seems like whatever duty he's doing it proudly and without question. It doesn't seem like he's trying to make you guys slaves. However, it does seem like he wants you on your business. He doesn't like to see people just walking around here without a goal. So he is trying to get you guys to the correct center of port to speak to the overseer and the sea harbor in order to get some sort of information. So he is bringing you there, and it seems to be earnest, at least in that nature. It's just, you can tell that the city is heavily patrolled, and you catch, as you're looking around, that you can see like one person break from their chains and try to run, and you just see the guards swarm on them and drag them away. So you're starting to understand the purpose.
We'll follow them.
Okay.
And I just keep old man Sax with his hood low so that they just don't know.
Yes, so you're here with this like apparent one of the hex masters of the hexagon who's also walking around with you wearing the correct garb and carrying books. So at least it's helping you guys blend in a little bit more than you would expect. So as you guys are walking forward, he brings you to this kind of campy looking, almost like a pirate dinner theater looking ship that's in the center of the main market here. A little bit.
That's a ship! If I've ever seen a ship, that's a ship!
It is
The
on
carving on the front.
it's on land, and like it's like a, like a beached pirate ship. Very campy looking. There's a couple flags off the top of it, like no pirate skulls, but other different sorts of flags and emblems.
Is
And you
anyone
can
in
see,
there?
You can
On
see
it?
there's a door on the bottom of it, and that opens up, and people are walking in and out. There's sails, but there's no, there's masts, but there's no sails on the masts. It's got this kind of weathered look to it, as if this maybe was like one of the first ships to have been on the port and has thus been beached and then made into the hovel. So he kind of points in that direction, and him and his troop of 20 to 30 behind, he just gestures forth.
Well, let's go!
Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
You guys begin to walk in, and there's a lot of people coming in and out. You see folks with long scrolls and lists and like marking off transactions and deals. You can see people in one corner discussing ways to get their trades, their pockets filled, and ensure that there's a good transaction and coin to grain ratio. And you can hear
I'd
that
like to pick one of those pockets on the way up.
No, don't do it.
Why?
Because a fight could break out if they find.
I mean, we can't.
I'm quite
We
good at
can't stop him,
pickpocketing.
really.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm not. But I think I am, Okay, thanks for stopping me.
I actually am very good at robbing.
Right, well,
As
Maybe-
am I, but that doesn't mean
What?
I'm going to right now.
True. No, I think it's not the right time.
There's a time and a place for pickpocketing. Where there's a slave trade, maybe not.
And you stop me from doing things that I shouldn't be doing.
I see his little hand going for a pocket, and I just Hit it.
I'm
No.
sitting on his shoulder going,
Bad.
no, 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 no.
I appreciate you.
We're going to talk to try and get a boat.
Leading us to the boat nest.
Oh, we're still following this guy.
Yes.
No, he left.
He had motioned for you guys to go inside.
Is he behind us? Is he around? Or did
He has
just...
waited for you guys to all enter, and then after you have all entered, he kind of looked at you, and you looked at him, and he kind of nodded, and then seemed to go on his way.
Okay, so we can get a boat. Should we see if we can buy
Well, yeah.
rations?
Let's talk to the overseer. Hello.
It's great.
Overseer.
Everyone, there's like 30 to 40 people within the vicinity. It's kind of like almost like a horse racing track, like everyone's yelling and shouting. So you shout this, and
Way to keep a low profile.
quite a few people look at you like confused and then just continue on their way. It's like an airport terminal.
All right.
Ichabod, just a reminder that they put people like us in chains, so maybe we
Right,
should just keep it down and find the master.
Is there an obvious?
Let's go to like an information booth or something.
Make a perception check to see if you guys can find the harbor master here.
What'd you say?
Perception?
No. Best perception.
24.
24?
Oh, she's good. I got 12.
All right, so you're kind of sitting on the shoulder, able to kind of look while everyone else is getting overstimulated by the noise and the sounds and the smells and the characters and the darkness and the lightness and the apparent acceptance of major market of this city being the slave trade, which is still hard for you guys sometimes to wrap your mind around. But as you're sitting there and able to kind of look over the shoulder, you do catch quite a few people in very specific kind of looking hats that kind of jut forward, very to a point that kind of bend upward, that kind of look like on the front of it like a sail, or like there's a, it's hard to see, but it looks like maybe like the front of a ship with like a carved lady, like a carved mermaid. A couple of them have other sort of weird beasts of the water carved onto the hats, but you catch that they're the ones walking around, and there's about 15 people around each one of these folk. There seems to be 4 or 5 within the vicinity, and you can hear them calling out different places. You hear one saying, Delthun to the right, if you want to go, just follow over here. And then you hear another one, Liraba, Liraba. And then you hear another one, Brocamper, Brocamper. And then you can hear Harrowdale. And you just hear the shouting of cities that apparently they're allowing
We're
port.
trying to go Albino Oaks, right? Is that our first stop?
We have to go left and then we have to go north.
Fallen Stars.
Look at the map. Left, north.
Well, I mean, we
don't
have to
know
travel
where we
across
were.
the sea.
How about we ask someone where the albino oaks are?
Which direction is left? Wait,
Yeah,
left
look,
is
I
right.
don't
This doesn't make any
understand.
sense.
I'm going to. Can I go to like an information booth? Is there an information booth?
There's
or,
some people who
or a ticket counter.
It seems like the people who are offering the tickets are the people who are shouting the locations of the cities.
I'm gonna walk
Are we
up to one of
supposed
them.
to go east?
Ask them.
Okay.
Is that what left is?
I don't know.
So, you walk up to one of these folks who are shouting, one that doesn't have as many people around them. And you can hear them shouting, Sepra, anyone who will go to Sepra? And you kind of walk up to one of them and he goes, oh, hello, do you want to go to Sepra?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Is that where the albino oaks are?
Just speaking of albino oaks, I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
No.
Sorry. Well, I'll just be on my
Does
way
it
then.
go across
Apologies.
the sea?
You're trying to go across the Sea of Fallen Stars?
Yeah.
Oh my god, kids.
We're trying to
That's a
go
hard
north.
thing to do.
Do you know where there's a painful light?
Oh, you know, I've heard of this painful light before. People from around here, if you're one of the ones without the faces, you know, that are falling off, like your buddy over there, the one that's standing up with the cloak.
Oh yeah, he.
Yeah, the one who's like dead. Yeah, that one. So if you're one of those ones, he's not going to be able to walk in that land. But I heard that that's the place of the painful light. So
Do you have a name? Another name? Or is that
yeah,
just
yeah.
what it's called?
Is that here?
No, it's far away. It's far.
Can you
west.
take us there?
Do you know which?
Is that over the Sea of the Fallen Stars?
Yeah, I think it would be. It's an area of the land called El Tagad. Have you heard of it?
El Tagar.
Yeah.
No.
Do any of the ships leaving out of port today go there?
No. The city of El Tagad isn't accessible by the Sea of Fallen Stars, but you can walk across the Sea of Fallen Stars and get to Cormyr, which I guess would get you closest, but that's a far
Walk
trip.
across? The Sea of Fallen Stars?
No. You have to go across the Sea of Fallen Stars, and then you could go from Cormier to Eltergard, or you could go to Sembia.
So we could go to Cormier.
What's the closest we could get on the boat today?
Well, if you're thinking of taking a trip, a golly, from here to Cormier or from here to Sembia, that's a far trip.
That's all right.
That's like a solid month, potentially.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, gotta get out of here.
I mean, if the seas are good for you, but if they're tumultuous, or if there's a lot of winds, you may not even get there in a month.
I've got a sensitive stomach. I'll be vomiting. But I can lose a little weight in the belly region, so.
Some herb. For
Why?
your nose, yeah.
All right.
And again, that's me saying it if you're lucky. There's a lot of things on these waters that.
I think we got to go.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. How much
Next
will
flight.
it take?
Tickets.
Oh, I can send you over to my friend over there, who's the one who's selling the tickets to Cormier. But if you're trying to get to Cormier, you're gonna have to. I mean, you might want to look into some other locations nearby.
Or what about Symbia?
Sembia is another location, and that might be a little bit easier. But
Is it on the way, kind of?
yeah, Sembia is only maybe a week less journey, and you would get there.
What's in Sim?
A week-long journey?
A week less journey on the sea, but probably an extra 2 weeks on land. So.
That might be better. Is there another place? What are our options? I want to know all
Two.
of them.
I'd honestly say
Symbia
those two are the
or-
best.
Cornucopia.
Cormier. Cormier.
What I say, it seems like they want us to go to Symbia.
Which one is more expensive to get to?
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not one to judge, but it's expensive. A month-long trip with room board, unless you guys are able to work on the ship, I really just don't think that you guys are going to be able to afford it. It's a solid 5 gold a day. So that's
And
with
how
over 3 10 days potentially. And if it goes another week, that's going to be, I would be safe and say 4 10 day.
Would we be willing to work?
What kind of work trade are you thinking?
Well, it's not so much me, but it's my superiors, and what we can do for you is we can offer you the option, if they find you fit, to man one of the crews and help out one of the boats.
I'm an entertainer.
Well, see, that's good. Yeah. We could use you sort of entertaining. Yeah.
I'm very good with medicine.
With medicine? Well, people get real sick on the boat, so that could be a
I'm quite a wrestler, so I could wrestle people at the bottom of the boat, and you could put money on it, and it could be a gambling.
And he comes in
Like
very
a boat
handy.
fight club.
A boat fight club, exactly.
Oh, you're a fighter?
Yeah.
See, now that makes more sense. We could use people who are fighting off the strange things in the sea that are coming after
Alright,
us.
well,
We're all pretty good fighters.
Yeah? Make a persuasion check. Do a persuasion check.
That
Oh
one.
no. Oh no.
17.
7.
29 and 23. He's kind of looking and he
Oh,
goes,
sorry, 22.
well, I get the entertainment thing, and I need a good fighter, no doubt, and I can talk to my superiors and probably get the boat that my friend who is hiring out on, because we haven't even started opening up the ships yet again to Cormier, because they only come through once a month. But your friend here, she seems real nice, but she doesn't seem like much of a fighter. I'm sorry.
I'm really good with a bow.
I have no doubt.
Let us
but-
talk to your superior.
Well, okay, little kid. You got a lot of pep in your step, but I like it. As he kind of walks
Thank
away.
you. He liked it.
It takes a little moment as there's the shuffling of the inside of the city. It's very loud.
You're coming. Cast invisibility. You're coming with us.
I already cast it today.
Oh no.
I could hide you in my pocket.
Can I just go to sleep in someone's pocket?
Yeah, I'll hide it in my pocket.
So stick me in your satchel.
Yeah, of
I'll
course.
take a nap and I'll try to regrow my wings.
So you climb into your friend's pocket and curl up and just like sleep to try to get your wings slowly grown
I've
back.
got some biscuits in there from before, so feel free to, munch on them if you get hungry.
Thank you, Ichabod.
You're welcome.
You end up like sleeping on a biscuit inside of his little coat pocket as you try to like have your wings regrow, which hurt a little bit. It's like, just like they're pulling out of your back and like that. But you're able to sleep okay as this is occurring. So the rest of you guys, as she's resting up, this kind of surly human male walks up to you who seems to be wearing one of those pointed hats, but a bit more refined a bit more intricate designed. It's very carved. You can see inlaid, like mother of pearl, kind of like throughout the head, the helmet. It's very, very fine. As he kind of walks forward and he goes, "Hello, yes. I have been told that you are looking for a work on a ship in order to have safe passage, or
Yes. I don't think we can quite afford 5 gold pieces a day for this trip, but we each have skills that we can offer.
say,
To Cormier or Eltegard?
Symbia.
Symbia.
Symbia. It depends on where you wish to go. Now, Symbia is a land that, depending on what trade you wish to seek across the Sea of Fallen Stars, can be very welcoming, but it is also a land that can be, it's where we get many of our slaves from. So, take that with a grain of salt. Now, Cormier is nice land, but it has its failings too. No city is perfect. Byzanter is coming up very slowly, and we are the capital of Thay in terms of the commercial wealth in the district here. We believe strongly that money is what makes the world go around, and we're slowly solidifying us on that. Now, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're not looking for what Byzanter can offer you, which is great wealth and gold in different marketplaces, then I would suggest that maybe if you are lost wanderers, that Symbia is safer, at least initially.
I think we should have a little.
Excuse me one moment, sir, while we have a conversation.
Please hold our tickets, sir.
He kind of like looks at you
How
confused,
do we
steps
know
aside.
that what's on this letter is going to be worth it for us to find?
Because we can find Valindra and then we can. Oh, I'm asleep. Never mind.
But do we? Do we know if we can find Valindra? Because it doesn't say that's where she is. It says it's where something that Old Man Sachs. There was something there that he wanted.
It's true. Wait, Lala. I poke her.
What? What?
In the letter? What? In the letter? Okay. Here are the details you seek.
So we still think we got to go.
Why?
Because we're looking for him.
What? No, we killed him. We killed Old Man Sachs. That's her
That's
little
fine.
zombie friend over there.
But we need. If we. Valindra, we can get there and then we can kill her.
But we don't
know.
even know if she's there.
That's true.
And this seems like quite the undertaking just to find something that we don't even know what it is.
That's a good point.
I want to get out of Thay.
I want to go on an adventure, to be honest, and this sounds like pretty fun. And so far, we haven't been harmed.
Okay,
So-
but you guys are yelling a lot, and where else are we gonna go? We already told Moira, and we told Dranisha that this is where we're going. So give me
Oh, yeah.
I'm tired. I
We're
want to
just
sleep.
we're going. We're just gonna go.
Let's get. We'd like to buy your tickets, please.
We need work for hire.
Yeah.
He looks to you guys and he kind of smiles and goes, "Well then, good. I guess we have a deal of some sort.
What would we be doing?
So
What will we be
unfortunately, if you wish to be employed, you are technically going to be slaves for our ship until you are released at your location, because we must agree to our terms and conditions here on the Center. So
This is how we become slaves.
no, you're not the actual slaves. You can buy your freedom once you've left, but you are indebted to us because we are giving you free travel.
Oh, that sounds.
How do we buy our freedom? I'm sorry. What do you want us to do? If we're working, though, is
Yes.
that us buying our freedom?
Exactly, we would release you free. But if you do not do your duties, then of course you would have to have payback in some way.
Can
Well,
I
I'm
roll
happy.
insight and see if he's telling
Yeah.
them?
I'm happy to fight every day for my dinner.
18.
It's a lot of fighting.
He seems to be honest in terms
fun.
of like as long as you guys do exactly what you promise, like which is to man the ship and make sure that you work hard and protect, he would release you guys, like by the time you get to Sylvia.
Okay. We also have 2 other strong people who are gonna meet us here.
Yeah.
Meet us here as
That's
well,
fine,
and
yes.
they're coming with us.
I mean, if they are fighters, good. If they are small and weak, maybe not. But
They're fighters. We might.
or if they're
lose,
good
but
cooks,
One's a
we could
dragon.
use cooks. We could use cleaners. We could use whatever. Whatever skill sets you may have is what you are.
I can cook some food sometimes.
I
didn't
make
know
a
if I
mean
want
chili,
that.
I'm not gonna lie. It's not vegetarian. It's chili with beef and chicken, pork. So if we got all those animals on the boat, I could just cut them up and make it mean chili. It's really delicious.
I mean, that sounds like an option. Yes, but there's not much livestock on
When
the
do
ship.
you leave the boat? When does you leave boat?
We will be leaving port if you guys are willing and seeking a trip on this. It likely would be within the next few days. 3 days?
I'm not down for this adventure.
3
at all.
days, in the next 3 days.
Yes, unfortunately, the ship is still on its arrival.
We'll think about it.
That's fine.
Shit, but tell
We
me
have
your
a
name
wait
again.
list of people. We have a wait list, so make a decision soon, because I have other people who would gladly accept this offer.
Put our names down on the wait list.
My name is Athian Horn. You can find me here.
Athian?
Yes. And your name, if I may find you, or...
Ichabod Ferndweller.
Great. I guess they only need one. Thank you. And he kind of like walks away and whispers to the person who had initially spoken with you, and the kid kind of nods and he's like walks away as well.
Guys, I think we just steal a boat.
I
Why
think we
not
steal
one
a
for
boat.
Steve?
I think we should steal a
I-
boat.
I quite agree.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. He said it was going to take a month on one of those big ships. It's going to be a lot of...
It's gonna
work
be
for us.
a very scary journey.
It's far scarier to be a slave, in my opinion. Who's to say they'll keep their word? What if I can't do that? I'm only little, you know.
As you guys are saying that, the original person with the small hat who was like trying to sell tickets elsewhere, he kind of runs up to you guys and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry if you guys don't want to work on the boats. I understand. You know,
it's
I
quite the
myself
option."
have my bonds, so..." And you notice he's also wearing bracers. And he's kind of brings somebody, goes, "Listen, I don't know why I'm taking a liking to you, besides the fact that you got clean faces, you got a lot of pep in your step, but I would say if you go to a nearby inn and maybe talk to some folks there, there's some people who maybe are willing to offer you guys a trip somewhere else without maybe such a high price, but, you know, I just was once you. I was once bright and starry-eyed,
I'm not
and now I'm
gonna
just
lie.
sated and old."
Talking about my chili got me a little bit hungry, and I only got those biscuit pieces in my pocket.
Thank you ever so much. Do tell us your name again.
Oh, Windbahor.
Windbahor.
Yeah. It's nice to meet you all.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help.
And I
We're not all
start
bad people
making
here
my
in
way.
Byzantium.
What inn do you recommend?
Oh, that's a good question. There's quite a few within the city of Byzantium. What are you looking for exactly? Just a place to find the...
safe for us.
Alright. Well, you're a young kid, and I just don't know about inns in general. Having one of you guys go, but if you...
What about a sort of forest?
A what?
A forest.
There's no forest within 20 miles of Byzantium. The whole land here is dry and barren.
An inn is fine. I'll protect you. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I also have open sacks.
I would recommend the observatory. It's a nice place.
We'll go there then. Which
good.
way?
If you just go, and he kind of points to right directly out of the main ship that he's in, and points to like a little bit somewhere into town past the markets, the main central market, like to the left. It's right there. It's not hard to find because it kind of looks like an observatory as you kind of start to walk out and run towards it. When you walk into there, walk up to it, it's pretty easy to see. It's like a half dome kind of looking bar or inn. You can see windows along the outside. Then you can see like some sort of main jutted out piece of glass that like sticks from the center. And then as you guys are approaching it, you notice that it actually moves. So it's like, oh, it's like a functioning observatory of some sort. As you guys begin to walk in, and the moment that you walk through the main doors, this half door kind of pushes open, and a very warm and inviting atmosphere kind of greets you. There's people sitting around who look a little bit more normal. You don't see like a lot of people who are selling slaves here. You don't see a lot of slaves. You see them that there does seem to be people who are working there who are maybe bound. But as for the patrons, many people here are not wearing shackles. You smell the spice here is very dark and heavy. It's not so much like fresh and light, but there's an earthiness to the tone of and smell, almost as if you're walking into like a dark wood, and the fresh grass is kind of rotting away. It's not a bad smell. It's the nice smell of autumn, but it's earthy and allspice. As you can see, warm mugs of cider being kind of poured around. Doesn't appear to be a lot of alcohol, but there seems to be at least warm alcoholic drinks here.
I'm gonna go for let's walk up to the bar.
Okay, so the bar is actually in the center of the room, and the large jutted out piece of glass is an observatory, and you can see that there's somebody underneath there, a little drunk with a bunch of friends, kind of like laughing as they're looking up. As you do so, one of the bartenders kind of sweeps around and looks and goes forward and literally kind of dances and goes up to you and smiles. Hello, welcome to the observatory. May I help you? May I help you see the stars tonight?
Please.
Yes.
First of all, I'd like a cider. Cider?
Oh, I love cider.
Oh, that's good, because that's honestly the only thing we really sell here. We have
very
regular cider and then we have spiked cider. So do you want one of the two?
Spiced.
Spike.
Oh, okay.
I want mine.
She old enough to have a spiked cider.
It was the tart version.
She'll take sips from me if she wants
And you
it.
guys all get handed one.
Thanks.
Yeah.
5.
Of course.
The gold for all of you. Thank you.
1 gold?
Yep. Thank you. We make batches of it to sell it cheap, so.
How much are your rooms?
She kind of looks off like dreamily as you see that like the observatory in itself apparently has like from where those windows were on the outside, it wraps around the whole outside of the cone. But as you're looking here, you realize that it's just steps that lead into each one of the rooms. So it's like a 2-story tavern. There's a top floor that's circular, and there's a balcony that overlooks, and then there's a bottom one, almost like a motel that's wrapped around on the inside, if you can imagine that. As you're looking at this, she's kind of pointing up, and when she looks around, she goes, yeah, we have a couple rooms left open, only 2. We get busy around this time of year. So that's why we make the batches of cider, and we kind of keep things basic, but...
We're all fairly small. I think we can squeeze into 1 room.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you don't mind my snoring.
I've grown quite used to it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And you catch that she's like a very fine, she has very fine features, perfect skin that's very luminescent, almost moon-like, as you realize that she's a moon elf. Like jet black hair that kind of goes down, and like very bright white eyes that are kind of glaring at you. She seems very dreamy though, and very in her own head. And she's kind of just like swirling on her chair and looking at you and smiling. She goes, so yes, you can have 2 of those rooms. That would book us out for the night. So
How much is it?
for 5 of you, 4 of you, because there's only well, no, but your animated body. You
Yes.
have a dead animated body. So she goes, so for the 5 of you, it would be, how many nights are you staying 1 night?
Just one for now.
Just 1 night?
For now.
Okay.
Unless we find someone at the bar who could take us to across the
It'd
sea
be
of fallen
so
stars.
2 gold per person a night.
Okay.
We can do that.
By the way,
Yeah.
you have very pretty skin.
Oh, thank you. Are you just saying that because are you trying to seduce me?
No, I just learned that sometimes it's nice to compliment a woman when you first meet her.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Yeah.
You know, I would
And
really...
you take something positive
Yeah.
about the woman and
Yeah.
you compliment it, and then we come to a very comfortable place.
I understand. You have a very round face.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes, is that a compliment as well? I'll tell my girlfriend that I should be doing this more often.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
you're welcome. And she kind of looks to you guys and smiles and
I
goes,
think you're not her type.
she kind of leans back and like kind of
Just
sweeps
because
back
you're
around.
male.
Starts to help other
Not
customers.
because you're not handsome, because
Guys,
you're
what are we trying to do?
I want
There's
to
many people in here. There's tables,
I would love
circular
some
tables
food.
everywhere.
I want
Can
to
we
go
order
across the
food?
sea of fallen stars.
Oh, you what? She walked back over to her. She was helping other customers.
I know, we're trying to do that. How do we do it?
Chrissy, we look around and we see if there's someone who looks like a guide, you know, and perhaps we ask them, maybe we offer a mug of cider, you know. I've got a couple gold points. I could buy someone a mug of cider. And we'll find out if they can take us, if they have a boat.
Alright.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people here. Like, it's clearly packed as there's people waiting in line to do the observatory thing. And you can hear people kind of in parties of 4 or 5 going and all looking through the observatory.
I'm going to, while they're questioning,
Yes.
I'm gonna go sing a little song
Okay.
and try to make some money.
Okay, so you
Try
go
to make
into
my
corner
gold pieces back.
and perform a tune. What is the song called?
Flee the mongrel.
Flee the Mongrel. All right, so if you could please hear what
That's
we
my favourite one by you, Lilith. It's a good one.
She's our friend, everyone. I'm proud of her.
As you're
Conduct your business.
as you're doing that, it seems like the woman from behind the counter, as you play, is enjoying it, and she's kind of leaning forward. And then, as you see her doing that, you catch that she like goes to something near the table, and then hits something as the inside of the actual bar like ends up having like the reflection of star patterns inside of it. So there's some like refraction of light that is allowed, that is almost like a looking through some sort of kaleidoscope.
This is gorgeous.
It's just white light, but it's dancing around like a disco ball of stars.
And meanwhile, I'd also like to look around and see if there's any sailor looking folk.
Okay, make an investigation.
Me too.
Investigation check. 9.
Investigation 18.
Okay, so you're like looking around for the sailor type, but you don't really know what they look like. So everyone kind of looks the same to you as you're starting to walk around, and you're like frustrated. But thankfully, Fauna, you had, during your adventures with Dranisha, you had once experienced a band of rogue pirates, and you have a feeling that you know what they would be talking about. So you're kind of walking around and thinking to yourself like, sea talk, you know?
Sea talk. Blardy. Wait, I don't know that that's a sea talk word.
And you see 2 small female gnomes who are sitting next to each other chatting and very heartily drinking. And there seems to be a group of people around their table. And they're all looking at the stars and kind of laughing and guffawing. And you see that one of them, very out in the open, is wearing a necklace that is an anchor. And you catch that. Thank you. Am I hitting my mic again? You catch that one of them is wearing an anchor necklace, and then the other one is wearing an anchor necklace, and you see that the whole group of people around there are
Do
wearing.
they look like in pleasant moods?
They seem to be in a great mood. They're actually some of the people who are paying the most amount of attention to Lilith as she plays this song.
I'm gonna go up to one of them.
They're kind of
Follow
laughing.
her.
And I bring, and
see
I say,
gnomes.
Rowan, come with me, because you're a gnome and it's important.
Okay, so the 2 of you guys kind of run up. These 2 little gnomes are laughing together.
Excuse me. Hi.
Hello.
That's quite a beautiful anchor necklace you're wearing.
This is my sister Gilly, and this is my sister Billy. Gilly and Billy. Oh.
Hello,
As the 2
Gilly.
gnomes kind of laugh
Billy.
together.
My name is Fauna, and this is my friend Rowan. She's a gnome like you.
Oh, yes. Hello. It's so sweet. It's so cute.
I start talking to them in Gnomish.
Oh, and you guys are like speaking in Gnomish, and you're just like, oh, it's so good to see you. Yeah, it's a forest, right? You're a forest gnome, I can tell.
Back to common.
That was cute what you guys just did there.
Thank you. Yeah.
Say, you wouldn't happen to know where we could hire a boat and captain, would you?
Oh, are you talking to Billy or talking to Gilly? And then Gilly's like, are you talking to Billy or talking to Gilly?
The 2 of you.
Oh,
You're just
okay.
charming.
Do you have a boat?
We do. We own our own boat, but we got a pretty full crew. As you guys, she gestures around. You see quite a few people there. Now sitting around a large half-orc person who's just kind of sitting there grunting with like one big tooth, kind of sitting out, and looks like not highly entertained, but kind of a little drunk.
Where are you headed?
Oh well, it depends. We finished our trade here, and we were selling some of our stuff, so we're gonna be heading
across the Sea of Fallen Stars, not too far. But in where are we going, sister? And the other one's like, oh, sister, it's been just so long. I just kind of want to go home for a bit. As the two of them like, home would be nice.
Where is home for you?
Well, we're from a forest, not a forest gnome as well. So you probably can tell by the way that we look. But we're from this land that's a little far away from called the Dales. Have you been to the Dales, the Cormantha Forest?
You know, I've heard of the Dells. I'm from the Glens.
Yeah. It's far west northwest. That's what you say, sister. And the other one's like, yeah, sister, you're so silly, sister.
But you're crossing the Sea of Stars.
Well, for the most part, yeah. We got a long journey home, but we have to make stops along the way.
Okay, how is it possible for us to come with you? There are 6 of us.
I'd like to approach. Hello, I just bought a round of mugged spiked cider for all of you.
Oh, and so you walk up and you
Yeah.
have all the cider? Okay.
And I've got ciders for all of you, and I'm with them, and they're my great friends. And
He's a great chap.
yeah,
hello.
and we just wanted to share because you listen to our friend Lilith's music and
And she'll be
enjoying
coming
it.
with us, and
Yeah.
I see you've enjoyed her too.
Yeah, you can enjoy
Well,
it
she's
too.
fantastic healer too.
And they start to whisper to each other. Can I have you guys make a persuasion check? The two of you?
And I'm a good healer too.
Sure, make a persuasion check. It can be a group persuasion check if you guys wish.
So
Unfortunately,
I'm
Lala's asleep. You've been asleep for about 2 hours now.
17.
Well, I'm still playing.
What did you
Get in
get?
there.
That one looks better.
The wings slowly coming into your back. You can
You're
kind of
not
fade in and out and hear conversations
Shit,
with
how
them.
it's supposed to look.
19.
19? And your 2 points? 4?
What's persuasion? 17.
17, okay. So they're kind of laughing and giggling to each other, and they kind of sit back and they put their arms like in unison together and look to you guys and says, and one of them's like, you know, I think that we could use your help, but only if you guys promise to work, because, and then we're gonna need some help, and we're gonna have to make stops along the way, and it's gonna be a long trip, and the other sister's like, a long trip.
We're hard workers.
We're hard workers, but are you going to call us slaves?
What? No. Oh, I'll get a slave market here. This is a good place to avoid that whole thing.
I was gonna ask, what do you sell? What do you trade?
Well, we kind of sell anything that we can get our hands on, but honestly, we were selling a lot of the wood from our hometown, so shipments of lumber and things of that sort.
Yeah. You guys seem real nice.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check.
19 plus 25.
Okay. So, as you're sitting there and you're looking at these 2 sisters, you see like a flash in their eyes, like simultaneously. And you suddenly feel like they're not who they say they are.
Oh, goodness.
Fauna, are you okay?
Got a pit in my belly.
Oh, perhaps we should go to the room. We'll be right back.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
just gonna
yeah,
set
sure.
our bags down.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Enjoy the cider.
Okay.
And we move to the room.
Okay. So you guys all kind of like walk away slowly
I
from the
need you
table.
all to come with me now.
I'm taking my cider with me if that's okay. I haven't finished it yet.
Understandable.
As you guys kind of all walk away, you finish your song and quite a lot of people applaud and cheer. They toss you a few coins. You get somewhere around the equivalent of what would be, I would say, 7 gold from just the silver piece and the copper you acquire. So, you guys all walk upstairs, go to the two open rooms, open one of the keys into the room, and you guys all walk inside.
All right, so tell us about this pain in your stomach.
They're lying about something. They aren't who they say they are.
What?
My God,
Is that
Lathander
maybe
told
that's
me.
a positive thing.
It might not be bad, but how can we find out more information?
I don't know.
Wait, I wasn't here for any of this.
There were some nice gnomes who said we could work on their boat and go across the Sea of the Fallen Stars and that they wouldn't call us slaves. But then I saw a glint in their eye and I said, uh-oh, there's something they're lying about and I don't know what it is.
Does anyone have any sort of
Like telepathic?
yeah, reading
Not me,
thoughts?
that's for sure.
Aye, for sure. perhaps we should
Let's
go
go back
and
down.
look around for some other.
Well, I want to go talk to them more and see if I can figure out what they're not saying.
Okay, and meanwhile, I'll be just on a lookout for potentially another boat
Okay.
crew.
Will you come with me,
I'll come
Ichabod?
with you, yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you come with me.
Okay, so we go back down to Gilly and Billy.
Okay, so you go back down to them, the two little gnomes, kind of like laughing once more, getting a little drunk.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
How are those complimentary drinks treating you?
Oh, they're quite good. They're quite good. They're making things so much more fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you tell us just a little bit more about yourselves?
What? Well, we're Billy and I'm Gilly and we're gnomes and we have forest gnomes and we're from the forest. What more do you need to know?
Should I roll an insight?
Sure. But I rolled so
I don't
high.
have much. I'm not gonna lie.
Can I try to figure out if the thing that they're hiding is evil?
Sure.
15.
What is that, insight again? 15.
Okay, so one of the sisters seems to be completely fine and easygoing. One of them seems to be a little too drunk, and it's like hard to see where her demeanor is going, but you can tell that their crew that's around them are very different in nature from them. Like, they're having a lot of fun, and everybody else on the crew seems very, like muted. You catch that the half orc that's there is kind of just like staring off into space, but kind of smiling to himself. You catch that there's like something that looks like a maybe a dwarf nearby that's just sitting there, kind of looking off into space. Red beard, braided, big blue eyes. It's not looking at anything. You catch that also there
I
seems
like
to be
to talk to the
a
dwarf.
dragonborn. Like it's a weird
Hello.
crew.
Hello,
The dwarf.
How are you? How's the crew treating you?
Doing okay.
Are you a slave?
No, I'm not a slave. As he like puts his hands up and he has no bracers on.
Why are you so subdued?
I'm sorry, what did you say, mister?
Why are you so subdued?
I'm not subdued, I'm having a great time.
This is weird. This is making me want to sing a song, and this is weird.
I think it was nice to meet you, dwarf. I think we should go on our way and find someone else.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
We go to find Rowan and say,
Meanwhile,
things
Meanwhile.
aren't looking good.
About
roll
4 hours into your
perception
sleep
to
now.
see
Okay.
a good-looking, honest crew. 14.
14. As you're walking around, for the most part, it's hard to tell like who would be a crew versus not. But you almost have to assume that most people here are rather buyers, sellers, tradesmen, merchants, or just boats. People who are working on boats. And so you have a feeling that at least there's a couple other people here who are manning ships. It takes a little bit of time, but the wood elf girl from behind the bar kind of like motions for you to come closer as you had been walking around trying to look at people's necklaces and faces and like overhear their conversation for about 10 minutes. She kind of crosses her, she puts her hands underneath her chin and she smiles and she goes, "Are you like looking for something? You look really confused."
We're trying to perhaps meet up with some folk that could take us across the ocean, but not as slaves.
Oh, yes, that's hard in Byzanter.
It would seem to be.
Well, I guess what you could do is you could speak to... There's a nice lady in the corner over there, and you see, she kind of points to her, but she's kind of a loner, though. She said she came here and made shipment, but I don't really know much about her. Her name is Egnan.
Edmund. All right. Well, thank you very much. You think she'd be our best bet?
Maybe. She seems a little like she wants company.
Okay. Thank you.
She kind of just swings back around.
Rowan. No, Billy Gilly. Their crew looks scary as heck.
Okay. So you see that kindly little lady over there in the corner?
Yeah.
Well, the barmaid gave us a little tip and said that we might try accompanying her. So she said she might be lonely for some company.
Let's go try
I
it.
could offer her spiked cider.
Yeah,
obviously.
That would be a very good
Yeah.
idea.
just you in the person company.
Just Ichabod?
You know.
A lot of women alone at bars don't want to be approached by
Yeah.
men like that.
Yeah, I even know
Some
that.
do.
Some do.
You know,
Let's all three of us go.
Yeah.
Do you want to come? Let's all of us go. Excuse me, hello, ma'am.
Hello, can I help you?
Would you like a spiked cider or nice?
I do not drink, but I appreciate the offer. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. You want
Yes.
more for me?
Whatever you wish. Yes.
Yeah.
What does she look like?
She seems like a human woman. She seems older, gray in hair, kind of pulled in a tight bun, small glasses, almost like a librarian in the middle of a bar, like sitting and watching the observatory. Just very prim and proper, and wearing very fine, refined clothes.
Your silver hair is sparkling under this lights with the stars.
Thank you, child. You're very sweet.
You're learning from me.
Yes, it was sincere.
What are you doing in Mizanto? You guys don't seem like the folk that would be part of the trade here.
We're trying
right.
to cross the sea of stars.
Yes. I just came from a long journey myself. I'm not from around here. It's a bit of a culture shock, to say the least, and I'm trying to stay out of my way.
glad to hear it.
Yes.
Say, where would she be going off to next?
Well, I'm
If you don't
from...
mind our asking.
Yes, I'm from a town not far away from here. Have you ever heard of Greenest?
Greeners.
Greenest. It's a Sword Coast town.
I don't think so.
Yes, I'm from another area of the world. However...
The Sword Coast.
Yes, I mean, we're not, we're in a location around there, I guess you could say, not far from the Sea of Swords. But, yes, I'm just here on some duties, unfortunately. I was supposed to speak to this librarian, but now apparently he's no longer around.
What was his name?
I don't know, Saxon or something.
Oh,
I was sent here to retrieve some books of his, and I have yet to find him, and he has not replied to any of my letters, so this has been a bit of a frustrating experience.
We're on vacation.
I just make sure that my Mr. Saxon in the corner turns and faces the wall.
We're looking for a journey. We'd like to get on a boat to go across the Sea of Fallen Stars. Perhaps to go to Symbia or Cormia or any one of those towns over there.
Oh, Cormier, you mean? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was actually on my way back to Cormier to head home once more to Greenest and report back with my findings.
I'd like to roll insight.
I would too.
Did we learn her name?
Yes, I'm just about to ask.
Edna.
What was your name?
Edna.
My name is Edna. Edna, yes.
Edna.
Oh, 6.
15 insight.
15. Okay. She seems uptight. She seems like a librarian. And
She
she
doesn't
seems like
seem
she
evil?
does. No, she doesn't seem like she wants to be here or fits into here right now. Like she's very uncomfortable. Even with
but-
like, and she's even like a little uncomfortable having a tiefling like approach her. Like she almost doesn't want to give information out because there's a lot of people who are tieflings in the neighborhood.
I'll just excuse myself.
Lilith, how about another cider?
Yes.
Okay, here's the thing.
Yes.
We don't belong here either.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have traveled here, not on a ship, unfortunately. I had a ship, and then, how do I put this into words? I had been brought by a friend, and it's a friendship that I am borrowing that I was supposed to return to him. But if I'm able to, it was Saxon's boat. I mean, I'm supposed to return it to him, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's just stressful.
I gotta break it to you some honestness.
I think that's
Should I tell her?
It's time.
Okay, Saxon was part of a very evil operation of slavery here. Does that surprise you? It's everywhere.
No, it doesn't.
And one of his slaves
Yes.
murdered him. And I have his body that I've animated. And he has the books, so maybe those are the books you need. But we gotta get out of here. You wanna get out of here. We can be friends. But that's the truth, Bob. That's just the truth, Bob, that's happening.
Perhaps you'd like to come with us to our room.
She looks
I'd like
very
to persuade
nervous.
her to
She
come
looks
to our
very
room.
Yeah,
scared.
can we persuade her that we're good people?
I've gotten my ale and I'm gonna come back to persuade as well.
9.
23. Evelyn, we promise your old man Sax was operating a very evil.
No. To be honest with you, he was a horrible person. I was just keeping up pretense in order to make court.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's fine.
You know,
Let's all go to the
However,
room
as
and
long
have
as you,
a chat.
I mean, you guys are adorable, and I love children. So as long as no one ever kills children, I'm fine.
oh, no one in our group has ever
Ever.
killed a child.
No children
No
killing.
children.
Thank
of us
you.
being
I'm
adventurous.
cute.
Yeah.
Have you ever killed a child?
Then perhaps we can try to find.
I would love to have children of my own someday.
Well, I could hire back the crew then. If I know that the ship is no longer beholden to him, I can just claim that it's his. And if you have his body, then we can just leave.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
We can just go.
Such a fabulous plan.
Yes, we can use the money that. Do you have his money? Did you get his money?
We looted a bit.
Yeah, I didn't take his satchel off it, but he probably still has
Oh,
it.
great! So we can just use his money to hire a crew and get
Go
out of
to the
here.
room and check his bags.
Yes,
and
let's
books.
just do that. Thank you.
Okay.
We go to the room.
She very nervously follows you guys.
And old man Sax, come with me. He listens to what I say.
I'm going to pull Rowan aside and ask her a question. Do you think we should ask her about Lynne?
I do think. Just in case. She seems like a good egg.
I agree.
But we'll see where her loyalties lie.
Okay. So she walks upstairs with you guys, and everyone kind of in the observatory watches you guys as you all kind of have spoken to the one person who's in the corner and have brought her up into your room now. She's sitting in your room and just kind of like, as the door closes, she goes, oh gosh, what are we doing in this city? I just don't even know anymore. My grandchildren back home would just be, I hope to God they never have to see any of this.
We can leave at first
So-
light if you like.
Yes, please.
It's very courageous of you to travel by yourself.
It's been a tumultuous time, but honestly, right now, with the things going on in the world, it's, you know, you smile and you do what you're told, and I was told to befriend this horrid man that is now a zombie in our room, but at
Do you
least he's
want
not
him
real.
too? And I have old man Sax approach her with his books.
Oh gosh, this is
And
just a thing of
old
nightmares.
man Sax, give her the books. Are these the books you're looking for? Please, sorry, he smells.
Yes, it's fine.
He can't help
It's
it.
fine. It's fine. It's kind of awkward, you know, as much as I hated him seeing his dead body reanimated and then it's handing me books, but I'll just get over it somehow. And she kind of takes the books and like bloodied and soiled a bit, and she kind of holds them. She looks at the books and she looks through them and she smiles at least one of them, but she says, these aren't all the materials that I need, but at least it's the beginning of something, so.
We did get these from his library.
Oh, good.
Could go back.
It's not a good place.
We
You
are
don't
not
want to go
going
there.
back there.
I say we cut our losses and get the
Yeah.
heck
Let's
out
get
of
the
here.
fuck out of here.
And honestly, I was just making the trek for retrieving some books, but I can find them elsewhere. It was a pretense. It was an establishment, a relationship that my town was trying to make with Byzanter. So I'm fine if that gets blown up. I did not know there were slaves here. Nobody tells me anything. They think that because I'm old and, you know, not as beautiful anymore.
No, it
Nonsense.
stop, because look, you have a sparkle in your eyes that will never die.
Thank you.
All right? Look at that sparkle.
It's inner beauty that counts. Trust me.
I ask if
Ichabod
the,
likes you.
if the initials VS mean anything to you. VS?
I think that
Do you know anyone who might have those initials?
I don't know anybody off the top of my mind, but when I was looking through some letters that Sax and I had been sent back and forth, he had this symbol written on it. I don't know what it meant, but
So you were looking for something too?
yes, it was.
Would you mind telling us what that was? Are you allowed?
Saxon is was. Oh, you're a mean man. She kind of just points at the animated body.
Get it out, Edwin. Get it out!
I'm glad you're gone.
Yeah.
You were mean to children. The
Yeah.
fact that you hurt kids with your power was so unfair.
Awful.
It's a mean thing to do. Anyway, so
Yeah. How does that feel?
it feels very good. Thank you.
If you want to punch him, that would be okay. He's
Punch
dead.
it.
I
Do
don't,
it.
I have done it. Okay.
Just give it all you've got. Oh,
You can do better.
you can.
Let's see if she does better. A 3.
Okay, that's fine.
It's fine.
That's fine.
If it makes you feel better, you could call him Mr. Bubbles. It makes it a little less scary for me.
Oh, that's funny. Yes, Mr. Bubbles.
Right? Just fun.
Mr. Bubbles. And so she keeps saying it. And she kind of looks at you and she goes, yes, I was doing a bunch of research. Honestly, he had some dark underdealings, and we were sent here to create a healthy bond. But I actually was here to investigate for the city of Greenest a potential. He was trying to make good relationships with the city of Eltegard. So my city is a part of Eltegard, the continent and the land around it. I don't know if you know of why we're called this, but
We would love to go to Eltegard.
oh yes, my city is in the south of Eltegard. So
Yeah, is
Yeah,
that
deep
where
south.
you're going?
yes,
All right, perfect.
If you need a good team, you have one.
Yeah, we can help you pull up the sails.
Yes.
We can row.
But we're gonna use the old man's gold to hire a crew.
Oh, all right.
but yes,
much does he
because
have?
he and his minions and his friends, they were all doing these strange hexes, this deep dark magic, and I don't know if you're familiar with Eltegard and why it's called this, but we have this brilliant city called Elturel, which is the capital of Eltegard, and in this city, no undead can enter our lands. It's impossible for them to, because we have this beautiful blinding light that emanates from the city that doesn't allow any undead to enter. So he was attempting to reach out to us to establish relationships because nobody can walk on our land. So having an inside source would have been beneficial to them, or communications. Unfortunately, your friend wouldn't be able to.
We'll take
journey
him
with
as
us.
far as we can, and then we can dispose of his body.
Yes. There used to be
Just leave him to
a lot of
wander
undead
around.
in that location.
Can I
many
push him
years
into
ago.
the sea?
Well,
Yeah, can we?
Well, we'll just see how far.
Can we? Oh, can I punch him into the sea?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
yes.
all you.
It's just however
Okay.
far we
Yeah.
make it with him, because he could be useful up until he is no longer useful.
He's never been useful. You have never been useful, Mr. Bubbles.
He helped us
Never.
out. No, Mr. Bubbles. Oh man, Sax was not useful. Mr. Bubbles got us out
Oh, I'm
of
sorry.
the evil, chaotic university.
How long have I been asleep now?
Should we all take
the way,
Should we
you
all
would-
take a rest?
You would probably need to sleep like an extra 3 hours for this to wear off. Like, it would have to be around 11 at night.
I'll leave first thing in the morning at sunrise.
We need a crew though.
It's fine. I had a crew that brought me here that I can hire back out if he still has his money on him. Show me your money, Mr. Bubbles.
Mr. Bubbles, do what she says.
And he kind of like, and like pulls forth this like kind of satchel that he had on him. And he opens it up. You kind of look inside of it, and there seems to be about 150 gold in the
Whoa.
satchel that he had on
We
him.
didn't even
We
look.
didn't even look. I got so excited about looting all the other stuff in the room, you know.
I know. I got this really cool hat.
Oh, just so you know, you are technically attuned to the hat, even though you still have no idea what it does.
I'm attuned to it. How do I find out what it does?
Make a magic check.
She's sitting there and she kind of is looking at you. And
Look
she
at my
sees-
really
she looks
cool
at the hat.
hat.
And she goes, "Oh, that is a very nice hat, young lady.
Thank you.
I did forgot to compliment you on it when you walked in. You ask me what it is?"
Do you know what it is?
She kind of takes it off. She goes, "Oh, it's a normal looking hat." She flips around the inside and looks at the sigil. She's like, "Oh, wow, this is She puts her hand against it. As you can see, some sort of magical energy, almost like a pulse, come from her hand that like glows the sigil. So now you all can see it. This kind of like swirling purple blue insignia. She kind of takes a moment. She goes, "Oh wow, this is a hat of disguise. What an interesting hat."
Fauna.
Let me
Yes.
try it real fast.
Yeah, sure. Put it back on before it breaks.
I put it on. I want to look. Can I just look like anything I want?
It can be. It gives you 1 foot. Like it can disguise you up to like 1 foot. So you're short. So you could add like an extra foot for a halfling, and you can look like disguise pretty much anything you want, as long as you just can't change your shape much.
Okay, I want to be a foot taller, and I want to look like Ichabod.
So suddenly, as she puts the hat back on,
I'm now 3.5 feet, so a short Ichabod.
you see a shimmering, glowing energy surround her body as you stand, and before you, Ichabod, is a short version of yourself. And we'll take a break. We'll take a break right there. So awesome. I'll just do a quick recap in general. So you guys were in Byzanter. You guys had left the Hexacon with an animated Saxon, dead Saxon, kind of bringing you guys through the streets. You guys quickly found that there were slave trades and slave markets. And from there, you guys were noticing many city patrols. This is a heavy police city and state. There's a lot of these kind of city guards coming around, and one of them had approached you guys, asked what you were up to, had been appropriately brought into this kind of beached pirate ship that is apparently the epicenter, you know, the airport, the hub of where you would receive tickets to go and leave port. You guys found out quickly that the only way that you guys could afford to do that is by being braced and potentially having a debt to somebody in the city, and you quickly did not want to take that offer. So you guys instead had been directed by a very nice chap to go to this inn called the Observatory, which is like a half observatory where you guys are now. You guys have been kind of investigating, trying to figure out, okay, so who can help me? You had met at first these 2 twin gnomes who seemed quite jovial and kind, but Fauna quickly felt an instinctual dislike of them.
Gnomes are cunning.
Yeah, and then you guys tried to find and recollect and find someone better, if someone's a bit more honest. And you had found this kind of subdued, quiet librarian woman. Oh no, is it hitting that? Thank you, darling. You had found this kind of subdued, quiet woman who's white hair and thin glasses, and she had spoken to you guys about how she had been trying to find this person. She'd traveling from Greenest and was exhausted after this long trip, and brought his ship back after being given it in order to have a head-to-head meeting. And apparently his name was Saxon, this librarian she wanted to speak to. Upon which we have discovered that she hated him just as much. And that's kind of where we are. We're in their room in the observatory.
I thought we went up to our room.
Yep,
We
you're
went up
in
to
your
our
room, in the observatory, and she just was trying to punch him. And you guys were talking about
And
punching
I
him into the
talked
sea.
about how cool my hat was.
We found 150 gold pieces.
Oh yeah, we found we didn't even search old man Sax's body, but he had 150 gold pieces. We're going to use it to hire a crew to go across the Sea of Stars on his boat, which we're taking because he's dead. And I found a really cool hat in his room, and she looked at the hat.
It's so nice. And she kind of takes it off once more. We're replaying this scene just so you guys have it. She takes the hat off and she kind of looks at it. Oh, well, this is a very special hat. It doesn't just look good. And she kind of motions her hand over it. There's like a pulsing of this wavelength that identifies the this sigil that's inside of it as it emanates and it glows. This blue and purple kind of takes a moment. She says, oh, it's a hat of disguise. So you're able to look like just about anything, but you can only make, you have to remain humanoid in shape, but you can, you know.
And I learned I could make myself a foot taller, so I did that, and I made myself look like Ichabod.
So now that's where we left off, where there's a mini Ichabod standing in this room.
I'm a little short, but I look just like you. Do I sound like you too?
He's so handsome.
Do I sound like
The
Ichabod?
hat of disguise is technically a disguise self spell, so like you would have to kind of practice the voice work, but it does help with the.
My name is Ichabod. Oh, hello, little Ichabod.
Big Ichabod.
I love this.
I love this
Who
too.
would love a little mini Ichabod?
This is really fun.
You know what? We could go drinking. We could go get some ladies. We could go.
I
yeah,
don't
you're-
want
you-
I'm gonna
ladies.
peek my head out of the satchel.
We could dance a jig.
I could dance a jig.
Well, let's dance. Yeah. This is wonderful. I've
Lala.
never had a better time.
Am I awake?
Yeah.
me, Fauna. See, I look like Ichabod, but when I do my impression.
Take off the hat.
Oh, so when you take off the hat, it does remove it, but you are technically attuned to it, so unless you're away from it for 30 minutes, it will, like, you won't be able to lose the attunement.
It's okay. I'm gonna make myself. I'm scaring Lala, and I make myself back into myself.
Okay, so when the hat went off, it actually did remove the spell, but like you're still attuned to it, so it doesn't break
How
attunement.
cool is my hat, guys?
That was the first
Very
time
cool.
I've ever had it in my life.
This is the weirdest
I think
thing
the only
I've
thing
ever
better
woken
than one
up
Ichabod
to.
is two.
Yeah.
But then there's no Fauna.
Oh.
I did miss Fauna.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
did,
what I was fishing for.
Agnes kind of is, Edna is kind of like sitting there and kind of looks a little tired. She goes, I really hope you don't mind, but I feel like I have to go at least get my stuff from my room and then come back in here if I'm going to spend the night with you. And I mean, again, the crew that I can hire them back out with this money, that stupid old Saxon.
I'm not gonna give you the money though.
Oh, what?
Not right now. I'm not gonna just let you leave with the
you have to
money.
leave with. I'm not asking to leave with it. I'm asking to, what's the word?
We'll accompany you wherever.
to my room.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys do so, and you follow her to her room. So you begin to walk out of your room. She kind of points, and it's the one further down as you guys are kind of walking and laughing and talking. And you open up the door to her room, and you do so, and you open it, and you suddenly step inside and realize that you can hear voices talking, and they have stopped. As she had opened her room, and she kind of stops for a moment. As the door's open, she looks to you.
There's people in your room.
Were you traveling with them?
She says, no, you're in my room. And she pushes the door open, and you see a copycat version of yourself.
Of me?
Mhm.
Just me?
Of you, and you see a copycat version of Rowan.
What?
And let's roll initiative order.
What is happening? Oh no! Did I wake up? Am I awake now?
All
Cancel
right, so
myself.
Wait, so question, did I sleep enough?
yes, you are slowly getting your wings back, but unfortunately have not yet done that.
16.
So I didn't sleep enough to get my wings back yet?
No, not
I
yet.
just have these little sad stumpy
Yeah.
wings. Oh god.
All right, so I'm actually
Oh
gonna,
my gosh,
yeah, we're
what
gonna
did
try
we
to
walk
do this.
into?
You guys have been, this is the main hallway here.
Grab this because it's my.
Your room is down here. This is the room that you guys have had the door. Sorry for the rough drawings, everybody. I'm not a map
Billy
maker,
and Bubby.
unfortunately. The door that you had
Billy
opened is
and
right
Gilly.
here.
Gilly.
And then this is your room.
Fucking gnomes. Takes one to know one. You know, I should have known.
And then there's this door here that has led into this room.
And that's her room.
That's the room, and then it continues along the way. She had opened it. There are two. There's like a bed here, and then there's those two people who look like you guys who are standing right in there.
Did I at least sleep long enough to get my spell slots back?
That depends. You would have to do a long rest in order to fully charge up, but depending on what your spellcasting powers are, you might have been able to charge some of your spells. Depends on what class you are, and you are a ranger. So I think that it's only a long rest when you regain certain spells, but on short rest you do regain Hunter's Mark.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I have to double check that, but let's just go with that rule.
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, great.
Because
So,
if
and
I
then the rest of
can't
you guys are in the
fly-
other room if you guys want to place yourselves in there.
We didn't go?
No.
Who went?
Oh,
Just
I thought
them
I
two?
went.
Oh, okay. Just Fauna over here.
Oh wait, just me?
Yeah, you and her walked together.
No, they said they were coming with. We said we were all coming.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I thought that you just
I
offered.
just assumed we were all.
I thought
No,
were all
we said we were all
outside.
coming with.
I didn't assume that. I assumed that when you said I would accompany her to her room, and
We
she
were
said,
all
"Oh, great."
We
dancing.
said we were all accompanied.
laughing and talking in
On
the
the
hallway.
way.
I'll say that you guys were behind then. How about you're behind, just right here, laughing and talking in the hallway?
And wherever you are.
You guys were going a little
I'm
bit
still
slower.
in your satchel.
Just walking, laughing, and talking in the
pocket.
hallway.
You're eating biscuits.
Who's that?
Are you all out of biscuits, Lala?
Can you put me next to you? My arms are only so long.
There we go.
Thank you.
All right.
Have they
Okay.
seen me?
She had pushed open the door and they had stopped talking and they had
See both
seen
of us?
her. It seems.
How'd they see me?
No, she like pulled you back the moment
Okay.
that she thought she had saw them. All right. So, yes, Rowan, question.
I'd like to cast a spell.
We have to go in initiative order because unfortunately I was not
It's too
surprised
late. Okay.
on either end. And yeah, as they do, as these sorts of creatures do. All right. So let's see if there's some fun battle music that I can find because I'm like I want to play some fun battle music, you know? Like is this kind of where's like fun battle music? I'm still learning, you guys.
Like, what's gonna be good for battle music? Oh, maybe this one? Like, yeah, like this kind of music? Yeah. This feels right. Sweet. Okay, so initiative order. 20 and up?
Me.
All right. What did you roll?
22.
22?
19.
19?
I'm
Okay.
also, I'm also 19.
19.
Oh, what's your
And then what's your dex modifier?
Dex modifier?
Plus 2. 2 and 2. And then what's your speed?
30.
25?
25? All right, so we're going to have Lilith go first. Oh, no. Is my music stop? Okay, cool. La, 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 la. And then I just got to mark down my page with them, you guys. All right, cool. So, as I am finding them, who had gotten 20 to 15? 19 we had? Mm-hmm. Anyone else? No?
11.
11? Okay, so 15 to 10? Okay.
What do you roll, Lala?
I rolled a 22.
That's right.
Good old
Okay, and then who was below 10?
4.
4 and
I was 11.
11.
Oh no. Oh, my glitter's coming off on my hands.
Sweet.
I'm gonna get some pixie dust on Ichabod.
No.
4 is Ichabod. You had 4 Ichabod, right? Yeah. All right. So Lala, you're first, but you can only move as quickly as your little legs can take you because you currently don't have your wings.
I'm still in Ichabod's pocket.
Yeah.
Can I ask Ichabod to run me forward?
Unfortunately, your speed is only as fast as your own speed. You cannot, unless it's like a mount that you're able to connect with, you cannot
Ichabod can't be my mount?
No. No, unfortunately not.
Okay, then move me 15 feet. I'm gonna hop out of his pocket and then just
Okay, you
15
run
feet.
15 feet.
That's-
All right, yeah, it's 3 squares. So you jump out and you run. 15
Can I? Should I?
Yeah, it would be
wait,
1,
but
2,
I can
3.
double it,
Yeah.
right?
For your full, you can use your action, yes, as your full movement. Yeah, you can move
I'll
right
just
to
do.
there.
I'll do that. 'cause
Okay.
I can't.
Action and your speed to get all the way there. Solid.
My ditches.
And then Lilith, it's your turn. So what would you like to do?
Well, I guess I should move forward. So I can go 30 feet.
Is that right? Yeah.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. Yeah.
So you're with me.
Right there.
All right. I would like to do True Strike, but I can't see them. Okay, I'm gonna do True Strike on her,
On whom?
on our friend
Wait.
Ednan.
Ednan?
Ednan.
All right. So you're going to choose strike on her.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just to gain insight, right?
True strike? Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, but I have to make an attack on her.
It would be.
Oh, okay,
That's
no.
the thing.
But I don't even see this yet, right?
No, you just
But
saw.
you
You
told.
just saw me go,
Yeah, you just saw her
You
scream.
can use the rest of your. You can move the rest of the way
Oh, as my action.
as your action if you want to.
my bonus
Because
action.
otherwise, there's not much.
Okay.
You would come up with
Do you want
us?
to? You can use your full action to move an extra.
Sure.
Okay, so run up behind. You can move 5, 10. You probably want to try to look in the door though and see what's happening. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. I don't want to go
behind,
in the
yeah,
room.
she can move right there. So, yep. So you're able to kind of peek through the door. You look in the door and you see through the door 2 of your friends. You see Rowan and you see Fauna inside the room. But you
Holy
see,
shit, guys, this is weird. There's a Rowan and there's a Rowan and there's a Fauna.
And you use your bonus action to shout that down the hallway as you guys hear that.
What?
There's you in there.
How's that a bonus action?
Oh, yeah. He would come with me.
Yeah, he's a little slower. He only has a speed of 20, so he's probably all the way in the back. Kind of like lobbing along. You know, that kind of thing. All right, it's your turn, Rowan. What do you want to do?
Where? Over here?
Yes.
Who's with me?
That's Ichabod.
Okay. I would like to cast Pass Without Trace
Okay.
on myself and everyone else who hasn't been seen yet.
Okay. So you cast Pass Without a Trace so everybody
Yes.
knows that it's you plus 10 to your
Plus-
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus 10 to stealth.
To dex checks, right?
It
Dex-
depends. If you can read the
To,
spell so everyone
to
knows
dex parentheses stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. So we're all stealthy except they've already seen Ednan.
it. Uh-huh. And
Okay.
And have they seen Lilith?
you think they might have, because she walked within the
Like they
eyesight and
didn't
shouted.
see me.
No, not yet.
So we're all stuck.
Okay, so that is your turn. Is Edna's turn. And she kind of like gets very nervous and like doesn't know what to do. And she just like, and lets out like a big burst of this energy from her hand as she's shaking. Let's see if they make their dex saves. They do not.
Oh, I know I've been asleep this whole time. I don't know anything.
This is a horrible fucking roll. Sorry, language. Language. Okay, that's better.
So she's gonna help us cross the sea.
We're allowed 4 F words.
Just kidding. Okay, so takes a moment as you just see this jet of energy, this familiar surge of fire energy come from her hand, and this humongous engulfment of the room in fire encases that space, them missing the fireball and them getting burnt up, whoever's inside of there. So they take quite a lot of damage. And she's just kind of screaming. She's like, ah!
Good job.
So that's Enda's turn. At the end of that turn, this one, very frustrated, runs forward.
Does it still look like us?
Yeah, this one
So
looks like
we don't
Rowan.
know how are we gonna tell them apart?
I still have my hat.
Keep your hat on.
Yeah, you at least have your hat. Though it does look like the other one saw you with the hat on, and so also
It's
has
wearing
a
a hat. Well,
yeah.
I gotta make myself look like something else
That's true. You
on
can
my
do that.
turn, but
That's
it's
true.
not my action. Yeah.
So this one runs forward and goes up to Edna and just slams against her twice and then hits her once more.
Also, we can't actually see you, right?
Well, no, a veil of shadows and silence radiates from us, masking us from detection. So myself and all of you. But do we not?
It's any creature that you can see that you choose.
and zombie.
But can we still see each other?
All right, so that one is a hit
No, me.
against her. All right, so she gets slammed for 7 hit points.
7.
Yeah, probably.
Poor Edna.
This old little woman.
Can we still see
Start
each
sure.
other with Pass Without Trace?
Yeah. Okay. It just
See
makes
each
you more
other,
stealthy. It just makes you quieter. Sorry.
Okay,
it
so
makes
that
you
makes it
quieter,
easier to tell them
and
apart.
it makes it kind of like your feet, like the steps of your feet are like lighter on the ground.
Okay.
That's kind of what it does. So, as you had cast that in this Rowan just went up to her and she's like, ah! And she just started hitting her and smacking her from the front. Apparently, this is what it looks like, at least from your angle too. So, that is its turn. It is now Fauna's turn.
Okay. As my action, I'm gonna make myself. It's me, but like pink.
Okay.
So just don't hit the pink fauna. I'm
Okay.
the good fauna.
You can only use the hat twice per 24 hours.
Oh really? It
Yeah.
doesn't say that. on
Sorry,
it.
it should have. You can only use it twice per 24 hours because it can only so many spells can be inserted, I believe, into the.
And how
hat
long
disguise.
does it last?
It can last for. We have to look it up because it's a disguise self. Spell it will. No, wait, no, it doesn't. This one you can use an action to cast the disguise spell at will. You can do it any time. All right.
Yay.
Sweet. All right.
Oh, and then what is my zombie speed?
Your zombie speed's 20 feet.
And I'm gonna, as my bonus action, I'm gonna say, Mr. Bubbles, this way! And I'm gonna bring him
Up. 4 squares. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so he starts to walk forward. What you hear is Fauna. He's starting to go forward. All right, so that's your turn. So
Yeah,
you're
wait,
pink fauna?
if I'm a pink fauna, and actually, how far, because I could make him do stuff as my bonus action. Can he go double his speed?
He can't because it's only on your bonus action you can command him to do something. Unless he has a full. He's his
'Cause he
own
could,
being
but
because
yeah,
he can
'cause
move
he
and have an
can
attack.
move and
So
attack.
yeah, you can tell him
Okay.
to go 4 more squares up.
2,
Thank
3,
you for reminding
4.
me of that.
Thank you.
It's fun with resurgences like this. Okay, so moving along, his turn. You see non-pink fauna start to walk forward here,
Freaking me out.
and start to slash also at Edna. Poor old Edna. All right, they'll both hit.
Oh no.
So that is 14. So it's 21 points.
Oh no no.
As she seems to be in rough shape after that second hit. They slammed her pretty hard.
as you see poor old Edna just being like, oh gosh, my glasses. Oh, please, somebody help me, please. Oh. She's just like freaking out.
I know, because it was my turn.
It's not my turn.
It's Ichabod's turn.
Well, I bought a potion of healing. You're very important. So I'll go ahead and use your potion of healing to heal you.
So you'll have to run up to her and use your full action to do that. What's your speed, Ichabod?
All right.
25.
25.
So you can get 5 squares. So I don't think that's close enough.
Can I use my action surge to get closer?
You could, but you have to use a full action to douse, to
But
put
you
a
only get
healing
to
potion.
use that, like,
Once, I know.
Yeah.
I can also heal her, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
5. So you get all the way there. What do you want to do? That was your movement.
All right, I'll stop there.
Okay.
Do you want to get closer?
I would love to get closer.
So you could use your full action to move another 5 squares.
All right, let's
Yeah?
go. Let's
All
go.
right.
Yeah.
So you like.
Our friends
1,
are so
2,
great running
3,
to our.
4, 5. You'd have to get right about there.
Yeah, I just
Walking
tripped
through.
up a little bit in
Yeah.
between, but now I'm on
You're
my
able
way.
to move through that small space because you're a
Yeah.
tiny little dwarf.
All right.
Secondary
Just
small
know, just
friend.
know that I wanted to heal her. All right.
You're a good man.
I'm a good man.
You're a good man.
All right.
Yeah.
Ichabod, that's your turn. Lala.
Okay, quick question. So I used up most of my first level spell slots, but I can use my second level spell slots because I didn't use any of them. But you said I can also use Hunt as well?
Yeah, I think during a short rest, you regain the abilities to do 1 hunter's mark. Depends on what level you are, but I think you do. And for now, I'm going to say yes.
Well, I'm gonna move closer.
All right, so you can move 3 squares, right?
Yeah.
2, 3, and you can get in the same space as your halfling friend because you're tiny.
We're tiny friends.
And I'm going to. Can I use one of my scrolls?
Yes, you could for your action.
I'm going to use Dispel Magic on the one that looks like Rowan. Can I do that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you could actually technically cast a spell magic. It's difficult because this is a higher level spell than you're used to casting. It's an arcane spell. So if you're reading from a scroll, anyone can read from a scroll. It's just that I actually have to look up the skills on this if somebody who is not of the spell casting class who has this on their list.
Then
yeah, it's weird.
Who has high?
It's usually spellcasters are able to cast magic
then
spells.
Can I actually just?
It
throw
says,
the
here,
scroll?
ready? Any creature that can understand a written language can read the arcane script on the scroll and attempt to activate it.
You have to roll to do that?
However, yes, if it's not on your cast list, it's otherwise ineligible, but it has a DC level. So it's DC plus the scroll spell level. So what is the spell level? It should say it on it. Third. So the DC is a 13. So if you roll an Arcana and roll over 13, you can cast the spell.
No!
What happened?
I rolled an 11.
An 11 with plus your Arcana?
11.
Okay.
Thrown the scroll to
So, unfortunately,
Does that
you
kill the
open up the scroll
No, we still
and
have it.
you read it, and then after you read it, it dissipates.
you.
Yeah.
What?
Fortunately, that's how scrolls work.
That's what I should
Oh,
have
I
actually
did it.
just given it to you.
You tried, but that was your full action attempting to read this, and it was ineligible.
You did your best.
Unable to be, you were unable
did
to
your
read it. And
best.
it disappeared. Okay. So Lala, you tried. I'm sorry. Lilith, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast bestow curse on the far one
So
from
do
me.
you want to do it on the Rowan or on the
on the fake Rowan.
fake Rowan? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And this one, the one that I'm choosing, it means he has to.
Oh, it's Crash.
Or she
Oh, our choice.
has to. Should we wait?
This happens a lot, doesn't it?
I feel like we should wait.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we back?
Hey, Kelen, are we out? What? We have to figure this out. Yeah, can you tell us if we're cut out?
I've been so useless. No.
It's okay. I should prepare to spell magic next time. It's a good one.
that'll,
comment?
yeah, I'm just telling the battle continues in a moment.
What about my charisma modifier?
I feel like maybe I should have this open and like just make sure.
This
Yeah.
is such a bummer.
My charisma modifier.
Usually, it's your spell casting would be from your arcana.
Okay, we're
and
back.
if you
We're
are,
back.
Sorry, guys.
It would be from
such
your
a
spell 'cause
bummer.
they're not.
We are really
This isn't
gonna
a spell
be
that's arcane.
investigating.
This is an arcane
Yeah,
spell.
we're gonna get this better. We're
Yeah.
going to.
Spellcasting ability. So is
Yeah,
it not my
because it's an arcane casting ability. It's not a wisdom. You don't read it from wisdom. You read it from intelligence.
Oh,
So
you
it
guys
would
were
be an
back,
arcane
by
check.
the way.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay, sweet. Sorry, we're just talking about scroll stuff.
I'm going to bestow curse on fake Rowan, and while cursed, this target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns.
Okay.
If it fails, it wastes its action. That turn does nothing.
Okay.
And as my bonus action, right? Okay. I'm going to cast True Strike on fake Fauna.
Okay, so you look at the other one and you cast 2 straight. Right? Was that 2 spells then? Or was that just your ability?
Is what a bonus?
What was your bonus action? Because it
no,
seemed like 2 spells.
Oh, it was 2 spells. Okay,
But one
then
would
I'm
be a
just
bonus, I'm just checking. Were they both full actions or one was
Does it
one
say?
a bonus
Does
action?
one of them say they're a bonus action?
It says action.
Okay, okay. So you did the first one then, we'll say.
Okay.
And you cast this ability, to make sure to have them have this, save at the beginning of each of their turns, correct?
Then I should
The
have
wisdom
done
save?
it. Yes.
All right.
I should have done it to Fauna.
So, moving along. That is your turn, Lilith. Rowan.
I transform into a giant spider.
Hey,
Spidey! For fake Rowan.
You go for big Rowan.
Yeah.
And what's your speed as a spider?
As a spider, my speed is 30 feet.
So you can get 6 squares. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can get all the way there. Do you want to use your full action to climb the wall and attempt to get inside?
Yeah.
All right, so you literally mount the wall on the side. Too many people climb in and drop in on the inside right there next to fake Rowan. Fake Rowan's actually on the other side.
I
Sorry,
land
apologies.
on
Yeah,
her.
you would land right there. Oh, you land on her?
Yeah. I land
Okay,
on her.
yeah. Yeah, you land on her. So even though you cannot attack, you can land on. Okay, you jump off and you land on
And
her.
I got one of my legs around her eyes.
All right, solid. It's now Edna's turn, and she's kind of like, oh goodness, oh my, this is just horrible, horrible. And she kind of like doesn't know what to do, and she's panicking. Gosh, what is she gonna do? She's gonna use her full action to disengage with this one, and she's gonna run. She's scared, but this one's gonna have opportunity of attack on her. She runs away. So let's see if he succeeds. He does. Oh, sorry, what happened? My microphone? Sorry, you
Your hair's
guys.
still on your mic.
Sorry,
Is there
guys.
another
I'll
drop?
get better about this.
We're down again.
Oh, we're down again? Ugh. What is this?
9.
The what?
I think it might be the actual
They say-
channel.
Oh, we're back.
Didn't miss anything.
Didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss anything.
Edna
but
ran.
He did. She ran, and then there was an opportunity of attack, and he successfully got her. So
Oh no.
let's see. She's not looking great, you guys. She's pretty bloodied. So moving along, that was her turn. It is now fake Rowan's turn. Made a successful. I rolled the wisdom save on the top of the turn, and I believe that's a pass. It was a nat 20. So, what does that mean exactly? Does it
Sorry.
half damage for the thing that you cast?
We're down again.
For the wisdom save.
We're down again.
So you rolled a nat 20 as a save. So I think that just means that you get to have your action.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
there was no confusion, and they were able to push through. Because the spell cast was a cast on confusion. Can you just clarify it for me? 'Cause-
Sorry, yeah.
No, it's fine. While we're off, it's good to clarify this.
Can I bestow curse?
Yeah, it was bestow.
I have it right here.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Are we still down? Oh, we're up?
We're up.
Oh. Let us know when we're up. No, we're not up?
Oh, okay, so that's all it does. All right, cool. I had to double check. Cool, but you get it.
Wait, are we up or not?
We're up.
Back,
they
it
cut
said
out
back,
when
and then it said
disengaging.
not back, and then it said up, and then it said not up. I hope that we're back. I'm gonna restart and see.
Yeah,
It says
back.
we're live!
Okay.
Oh, dead alive, dead
So
alive.
they cut out when she disengaged.
Oh, okay. All right, so she disengaged, and she ran. And she just bolted, but there was an opportunity to attack with this creature that looks like, this one would have been Fauna, who was able to kind of punch her on the way out, and she kind of got hit in the equivalent of a ovary, and then like ran. Though she's old, she just I guess they're not in use anymore. Anyway, so they punch her and she runs down the hall, and she's in pain. She's kind of falling apart a little bit. At top of the turn, it was now different Rowan's turn, and apparently passed the wisdom save throw from bestow curse. So it gets its action. So what it's going to do is it's going to try to hit you as you're now on its friend, and trying to like smack you off of it. So what's your AC?
14.
Okay, so that is a hit and a hit with its slams against you. First one is going to be 10 bludgeoning.
Oh no.
And the second is 7 bludgeoning. So that's 17 in total as this thing is just whacking at you and trying to punch you off of it. And then like in your voice you kind of hear don't, you're not a good one, you're a spider. Like you can kind of hear it like, oh, this isn't working out. As you can hear them saying that. That is their turn. Fauna, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to, as my action, I'm going to cast Healing Word
Okay.
on our friend, and then
She's like running away with tears in
I'm
her
like-
eyes.
oh wait, that's my bonus. That could be a bonus.
Yes, it can be healing words.
But I'm going to use my bonus on my zombie friend.
Okay.
Is there something I can do better with my action?
Are you close enough to strike?
Yeah, but I just want to make sure I can heal her.
That's
All
it.
right, let's keep battling.
Yeah, we're gonna get through this battle, even if we keep dying,
Fauna.
metaphorically and on Twitch.
Oh yeah,
So-
okay. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on her.
Okay, so you cast healing word. That's going to be your bonus. That means you cannot use your bonus.
I
to
can't use a
command.
bonus to do something else?
No.
Okay, then
Bonus
I'm
action's
gonna,
bonus action.
I have to do, okay, then I'm gonna run over to her
Okay.
and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, so you touch her and cast cure wounds.
Yeah.
How much does she regain?
It's 1d8. Where's my 8? 10.
10.
She gets
All right,
10
she
back.
looks much better after you have been
So,
able to insert some power.
I heal her, and then I say, Mr. Bubbles, attack! And he's gonna go over to the one that looks like,
I guess it technically would be the one right in front of the door who he could easily hit. Would
Yeah,
be
that one.
The one who looks like Rowan.
the one that
Put
looks
the
like,
spiders on.
the one that looks like Rowan.
Okay.
And he's gonna use, wait, what does he have? What is his weapon? Where's my thing that you gave me? I think he has a sword. If I can, what did I do with that piece of paper? It says wizard on it.
So as you're
Oh,
looking,
I flipped it over. I was taking notes.
Oh, okay.
So he has his short sword and he's gonna attack. Do I roll?
Yes.
For him?
Yeah.
18.
18 to hit.
Or,
Does
no,
hit.
17
Thank you.
to
Sorry,
hit.
guys. I should put my hair up every session, I feel.
17 to hit and 9 piercing damage.
Solid. So you see the sword kind of, and it does like stab into the leg, and then out of the leg is this like zombie creature is able to get some leverage, and the one that looks like Rowan looks fairly hurt right now. So that is your turn. Moving further down, it's the other one who looks like you, and seeing the zombie creature in front of it, it just again it wants to engage with that, but it's just so frustrated that the spider's on its buddy. So it's going to attack Spider once more. So.
Oh shit.
And what's your AC? Offline?
14.
We're offline.
We're offline again?
Love the sign.
I know.
Way to innovate.
Aw.
This is breaking my heart.
I know.
It would be a hit and a hit, just so you know.
Okay.
But I'm going to wait and see. If we're offline again, I don't want to tell stories and then accidentally have people miss
I know.
stuff.
I'm wondering though
I know.
if we should just keep playing and then just put it on YouTube tomorrow.
Oh, will it keep? Oh, because we're still recording.
We're still recording.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's just keep playing.
When we come back on live, I'll tell them that, and then
I blame Thayan, someone said.
What'd they say?
Someone said, I blame Thayan.
Yeah.
The
we're
world
back.
that you're in.
Okay,
That's
so
funny.
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep playing, and even if we cut out and don't cut out, we're just gonna keep playing, and then we're recording at least, so we'll be able to get the video up tomorrow or something. I'll have to talk to D&D about it, but we're just gonna keep playing and hope that it works out. All right.
All right, so back to the game real quick.
Back to the game.
Let's try to, we got 10 minutes, I believe in us. So, unfortunately, a hit and a hit with both of those, able to slam and punch you as spider form. The first hit comes in at 8 bludgeoning smack up against one of your, crunches your leg. The second one is able to hit for 9 bludgeoning. He's out.
Spider's out, but does that mean I just go back to
And the damage still carries over.
So that would be...
No.
Damage always carries over in druidic form.
Okay.
That's what I learned from watching Critical
How
Role.
much? How
and
much?
that's at least
How much damage?
What?
How much damage was that second hit?
The second hit would have been for 9.
Okay, so take away 8.
I believe that's how Goldfish Keyleth died, if anyone knows the infamous story of Goldfish Keyleth.
Okay.
So now we have 2 Rowans that look the same.
Yes, unfortunately. As one now
I'm
has
the one
bound
on
back
top.
into it. Yeah, you are still, you kind of actually fall to the ground. You can't really have a dex trick to grab on, but you're prone and you've fallen on the ground. Do you mind giving me Spider You?
I'm real Rowan.
Spider You and then reel you back? Yeah, sorry, darling. Yeah. Thank you for the help. All right, that is its turn. Moving further down the line, it's now Ichabod's turn.
All right, well, I'm at the door. And
Yeah, you are.
He's closest to the door. Evil Rowan. Or
Evil Rowan.
All right.
But it's hard to tell who's who right now.
It's hard.
You'd have to make a have you just make a
But
quick
didn't
perception
she get
check.
stabbed? Evil Rowan has a gush in
Right,
her leg.
Just make a quick perception check.
Yeah,
in
real
the heat
Rowan
of
has
battle.
a gush on her leg. Right? Yeah.
17.
Okay, so you have a feeling that the spider that just fell is the real Rowan.
Right.
So you feel like you know which one to hit.
All right,
Okay.
so I'm going to go after the other one. All right, Evil Rowan, you're going down. You're going to die because I'm going to take my indomitable war pick.
Yeah.
And I will behead Evil Rowan.
All right, roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Oh no. Is that 12?
No, that's 17.
It's 17!
17 to hit does hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll for damage.
Alright. This one, I got it. 12!
12 damage?
Yeah.
Still standing, but you stab it with your axe. You're like, ah! And you hit right into the breastplate of what looks like Rowan as her eyes kind of widen at you, and she's like, oh.
I was trying to behead her.
Oh, yeah, you tried, but unfortunately it stuck right in the plate, right against her bone. Right here. It's like your axe is in it, and then you had to
Well,
do
I'll
it
be
again.
taking my action surge
Alright.
and taking another swipe at her.
Roll the...
2 more attacks.
Yeah, with action surge you get 2.
I'll do 2. I'll do
You get 3 more.
No, because
Yeah, but you're a fighter, and you've only attacked once so far. Exactly. So you get another attack. Try it again. Just roll a d20 and continue the beheading of Rowan.
I'm going to continue the beheading of Rowan. I want to see her head rolling across the floor into the wall.
fake Rowan.
Fake Rowan.
And what was that? 4 plus.
11.
That does not hit. So here's where you would want to use your action surge.
I'll be using my action
All right.
surge.
Roll to hit again.
Yeah.
You get
This
2
is
more
for
hits.
fake Rowan. Whose head is kind of dangling off, right? Perhaps. All right, we are 6 plus 13.
Not enough. So take that second one. You get 1 more hit.
All right,
with your
one more
action
hit. I'm going to save all of us. All right. Oh, no. 9.
surge. Okay, so you just stabbed your axe so far into like the
It's a
actual
war
plate.
pick.
Oh, sorry. The actual plate. It's a war pick?
It's a wall pick. It's
Oh
an
no! So
indomitable war
you've smacked the war pick like so far into the bone, it's like stuck in there, and you've taken the rest of your turn trying to pry the war pick out of your friend's neck. As you do so, like
Not
blood
my friend.
spurts comedically
Fake
anime
friend.
style.
This is so
Oh yeah.
It's not my friend.
You never know, right? DM's gonna play with you. No, it's good. And blood spurting out of the neck, just like anime style from where you created the wound. All right,
Covered in blood.
that's your turn, Ichabod.
Yeah.
Lala.
Okay, can I back up a little bit?
Okay, if you do so, there's going to be opportunity to attack because you're technically within the space for one of them to hit you now. Yeah. Because you were in the same square.
They're
No,
in
no,
the
she
other room.
They are, but the one in the front is at the door that's opened, and the zombie is in front of him hitting him. So
Okay, never mind.
she was within the same square as
I
that
guess I'll
zombie.
just,
Yeah, she was right there.
Oh, she was here with me though.
Yeah, but because there's a 5-foot radius here from the reach.
Okay.
Last.
So,
Alright,
opportunity
never mind.
attack.
I'm gonna stay there. And, I guess the one to the left is fake Fauna, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hit her with my, short sword.
Okay, so you kind of walk around and you're gonna stab her foot.
19.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
Math for a second. 7 points of damage.
Solid.
And then I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark because I forgot to do that the first time. With a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
With 5, 7, 11 points of damage.
All right, great. So you take a moment, you take your short sword, and you just start to stab into the feet of Fauna. Not Fauna, but fake Fauna. As you're just stabbing into like the one that actually looks like her is the one that's pink's behind you, and you're just like, okay, and you're just stabbing at the feet, and you're doing well. I mean, they're not looking great. They're not looking like they're in great shape. So that is that turn right there. Lilith.
Okay, so it turns out, where's that accent coming from? That's my old character from the last game. It turns out that my true strike is a cantrip.
Okay.
So I'm going to use that cantrip on fake Fauna.
Fake Fauna, okay.
And basically it tells me, it gives me insight into my target's defenses.
Okay, so you use this cantrip for a moment and you focus your energies as you discover that the defenses of this creature seem to be shape-changing abilities. You notice this and you have a feeling, as you can see, that the eyes have been glistening. So you know that though they don't have like defense mechanisms, they have an ability to change and shift their form.
Oh, they don't? Okay.
Yeah, they don't seem to have any like true defensive.
Okay, and then on my next turn, so next turn or this turn? It says on my next turn, I gain advantage on my first attack.
That would be your next turn.
Okay.
If this was this an action to cast this cantrip? Then yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So yes, it would be your next turn. All right. So moving along, Rowan.
I'm gonna use my crossbow on fake Rowan.
All right.
Seven.
So you're on the ground and you're prone. You probably want to have your movement to stand up also. So you kind of stand up and you take your crossbow and you're a little too close. So you kind of realize that it's not going to shoot, right? It kind of the bolt falls off for a moment. So unfortunately, have you stood up already?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you stood up, half your movement. All right. Unfortunately, that's your turn. Edna just keeps running and screaming. Another 6. She gets to move an extra 6 too. She runs all the way into the other room and just closes the door behind her. Smacks it closed. All right, it's Edna's turn. So top of the turn has to make a wisdom save because bestow curse does not succeed. So fake Rowan like tries to do something and then just like this black energy kind of wraps around it. It doesn't allow it to do anything for a moment and then it drops. So unfortunately, lost his turn. Fauna.
Sorry, Charlie.
All right, I focus my attention over here again. I'm TP, and I do cast inflict wounds.
Oh, oof. It's a good spell.
Yeah, it's a good one. I cast inflict wounds on fake me.
Okay, all right.
They have to do.
It's a wisdom save?
It's a melee spell attack. I do
No,
it.
okay.
Oh, 11.
11 to hit does not hit. As you try to focus and you attempt to kind of slice wounds into the body of yourself, you suddenly realize it's kind of awkward cutting yourself, and you just don't want to do that. So you put your hands down.
But I say, you know what? With my bonus action, I say, Mr. Bubbles, you got this. And
All right.
he's going to slash at fake Rowan.
All right, roll to hit.
Wait, no, I put that in the bad section. Critical.
All right, roll for damage.
What is his damage? Just 1d6 plus. 10 damage.
10. Your zombie buddy, Mr. Bubbles, just takes his sword in his hand and then just does the thing that was done to him to fake Rowan. So starts at the top where you had created a bit of a divot and just slices into it all the way down. As the body reforms, and what you see before it is this bluish, purplish, long, slimy body that is just there now, reformed into whatever the heck it was.
It's really not a good look for you.
As this happens, the other one like panics and like throws up its hands. So moving
Who
along.
are you and what are you doing here?
All right, you say that with your bonus action.
My bonus
Oh, you
action
already
was
used
a
it.
zombie.
Unfortunately,
I just want to know.
it's now fake Fauna's turn, so it's her turn. As there's a moment, and the hands are still up, as you see the body once more transform into the little gnome that you had seen before. She's there, and she goes, weak condition, still bloodied.
Wait, who?
The one that looked like you, fake Fauna, has now transformed.
Into Rowan?
Has turned into
It's Billy and Gilly.
Billy from earlier.
You knew there was something
Think all we
fishy
listen
about
to
them.
your gut.
My gut is good.
Yeah.
Good guts,
Please
glory.
don't hurt us. Please, we're sorry.
She's
You
already
just
dead.
killed my sister. What do you want?
The question is, what do you want? Why are you traipsing around like our friends?
Yeah. Listen, everyone's got to make their coin some way. We were gonna, get by well, pretending to be you guys, because we could see that. I'm sorry. We're just living a life, really, honestly, that we could. We didn't mean for any harm. We were just gonna kill you guys and steal all your stuff.
You seem not that sad that your twin or best friend is dead.
I am
And I will
literally.
tell you that is the most hurtful, sad thing in the world. And you know what?
I hate kids! And so let's go back into battle, and she's gonna finish this off. She's gonna attack you.
Me?
Yeah, no, she has to, because your zombie buddy's right behind it, right?
Yeah, but his
Where are
zombie
you?
buddy's at the door. I'm way back
Yeah,
here.
you're way back here. Okay, so she's gonna unfortunately have to attack your zombie friend. So the hit points he has, right?
Yeah.
That's a hit, and that's a definitely a hit. They're both over 20, I think.
How many hit points?
Wait, is that fake Fauna?
Uh,
Fake Rowan, that was.
No,
fake.
now it's just a little. Now the one that
It's
had turned
Gilly.
into fake Fauna is now Gilly, the gnome from earlier. So she transformed you.
Do they still have the bestow curse on?
She doesn't. The other one did.
Oh, right.
Because
We
that, but you
killed
know
that
what?
one.
I forgot that she used her full action to transform, so she doesn't even have that. So it just says moved down the initiative order. So
Okay,
completely forget
you're
that.
okay for that,
Ichabod.
Mr. Bubbles.
All right, it's Ichabod.
Ichabod.
But thank you.
I have a weird. take
Well,
on
I'm
that.
gonna finish this Gilly off because they would try to kill us and take all our money.
Kill her.
Yeah. Well, now I'm gonna take my hand axe. All right.
Okay.
I'll be taking my hand axe and I'll be going straight for heart.
All right, roll a hit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's awful.
No, you won't be.
Get rid
That's
of
a
that.
6.
Give me that die. It doesn't belong on
And that's a natural 1. That's what that is. So, as you roll a natty 1, you swing your axe so far out that you don't realize your little friend is next to you.
What?
Yeah, can you roll damage? I know you're tiny. She didn't see you. Think about it. He didn't see you as he swung back and tried to hit. So,
Lala.
can you roll damage, please?
Oh no. Wait,
Roll low,
a DC.
roll low.
A DC.
Roll low.
What were you using?
Oh,
Of course.
no, it was a hand axe. So it was 6-9. I'm so sorry.
As
Are you
you're-
dead? Did I kill you?
I'm not dead. I'm
Oh
not
my
dead.
goodness, don't scare me like that. I killed you.
Luckily, I was at full. So.
All right. So your axe, you just swing it too far back, and you don't even realize you hit your buddy, and you're like, oh no, and you kind of use the rest of your action to adjust to that. Lala, it's your turn though.
Oh gosh. So I have to like recover.
Take the moment.
Okay, well I'm gonna stab fake Fauna with
On the
my
feet.
short sword again with a dirty 20 to
Nice. That'll hit. Roll
And-
for damage.
hit. I had cast Hunter's Mark on her,
Yes. Yes.
right? 5,
So you needed to kill it.
6.
Solid. So how do you wish to finish it off?
I'm
You're just
so small. What am I gonna do? Just swing
Fly
my
into
sword?
his. Oh, you can't fly.
My wings are still broken.
I'll
Okay.
say this. You get a little upset, and then while you're doing that, and you just slice out, you actually cleave out at the ankles at the Achilles heel, and you kind of push your sword forward as it's exactly as blood starts to spurts out from where the feet once were, as it reforms into this bluish creature. This long, gooey blue creature.
Ew.
So.
Let's go lock ourselves in the room.
As soon as that happens, I'm gonna turn and start walking back. No, I lied. I'm gonna search the body.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot.
And I'm gonna get her thing.
So, after that battle, after defeating versions of yourself in this strange
It's been a
observatory,
twin theme today.
I believe that's where we're going to end our stream for this episode at 5:30.
All right. Are we live still? No.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Oh. Well.
Aw.
Good game.
Yeah.
Wait, can't
Are we live now? See? No, we're still out.
Well, how about we do the last raffle and we'll just do it in chat.
Heartbroken.
Here, I don't know. I think this was.
I know.
This was Kim.
It's just like, technology and communications. Any stream has its
Yeah,
it's
we gotta fix this.
Yeah, no, this was a lot. Yeah. I know.
So it's their server?
I think it's a mixture. I think it's probably Twitch freaking out and not realizing that we need the space and the bandwidth that we were given.
Are we down?
Yeah.
Hey, Kim.
Are they still trying to make us live again, or?
Oh, we're live. We killed them.
They saw that. They saw combat end.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna go loot the bodies, but stream is done. Game is done.
Don't we have one more thing to give away?
Yeah, we're gonna
yes.
give away.
So
So we're
actually,
gonna
well, it's already been picked. So we announce the winner right now. So the winner of the last Idol Champions code was Mage Othello.
They actually said that Lala was about to finish the shape changer.
Oh.
So I want to describe really quickly what happened. So Lala cleaved the shape changer at its feet. So as it was reforming, it was spurting out anime style blood onto the ground.
Just
fell off and it hit at a major artery, and so she killed it as it was reforming back into this bluish purple body. So that's where we left off. All right.
And I'd like to do a quick round of thank yous. We would like to thank Mats by Mars for stopping by and delivering our mats. It was so cool to meet you. Campaign Coins for hooking us up with some really cool coins. Deck of Many for some really cool things that Kelly is going to take advantage of.
Yes.
Dicey Adventures for our 2D map things, which I keep forgetting to give you. I'm sorry. Laura and Lala for our awesome dice bags, which they hand knit because they love us and we love them. And then Geeks Guild for providing us with these really cool D20 pins.
And Wizards of the Coast for being
Nick.
awesome. And our entire crew here. I know it's been a struggle today with the in and out on the stream. We're going to be working really hard this week trying to figure out how to fix these issues. So thank you for sticking with us. We love you and appreciate you.
Nick and Matt for doing the
Yeah,
music.
Nick and Matt, this is Matt's battle music. It's awesome.
Very cool.
And
Yeah, catch us at TwitchCon on Saturday, and we'll be back here on Sunday, hopefully with a
Smooth sailing.
smooth sailing on the stream. We
Smooth
love you guys. Thank you so
sailing.
much, and we'll try and get the video up so stuff you missed, you'll be able to watch it.
And watch Rachel and me play Neverwinter tomorrow night, 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific time on twitch.tv/perfectworld. Or here, because I think they're hosting us.
bye.
sponsored by Wizards of the Coast.